Yeah, we here. We're here. Yeah. Let's see. Who can I invite? Venus. What's up, OG? What's up? What's up, StreamYard? You know, StreamYard too. What's up, Billionaire? All right. Like the live, like and share the live. They are American, just American. What's funny, Junior? Come up here. Hmm. All right, request up. Request up. Hey, hey, brother. That's all they can do is laugh to keep them crying because their lives suck. All they can do is laugh to keep them crying. So come up here then, Attune. Prove it. What's up, Wingabo? Oh, nice. Have a safe travels, Tahanga. Safe travels. What's up, Copper Cutie? Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It's late morning on the East Coast. It's late morning on the East Coast, or late rising. Grand Raisins. Rep Grand Raisins. Huh. Wasn't a home. All right, hold on. Hold on, I gotta go answer the door. Be back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Like the live, request up. Request up, like the live. Click the guest button. Click the guest button. Venus is here.
Hey,
Hey, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm from the U.S., Pennsylvania, and I am indigenous to America.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the prompt?
Uh, American Indians or African? Uh, was the enslaved trade a hoax? Yes, I think that it was. I don't think that it happened on the scale. What happened to the enslaved Indians? I think that we're the Indians.
Okay, and right, what's this
That's
is
what I
another
mean.
question. What'd you
Oh,
say? Where you from? Hey, Breezes, you gotta wait your
you,
turn.
huh? You
I
talking to
said,
me?
yeah, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Breezy, but you can answer the last question.
Did the Native Americans have enslaved ancestors? Um, See, when you say Native Americans, are we talking about the pale skin Native American?
Yeah, the pale skin ones. Yep, the one we see today. Uh-huh.
Okay, okay. Did they have enslaved? No, I don't think they have enslaved. I think that they helped other nations of people take down the Indians here.
Mm, okay. All right, Breezy.
Okay. And the slave trade is not a hoax. For one, you guys speak English just like the same English that the
The
white
same
people speak
The
in Europe.
English, the same English that you're speaking.
Yeah,
Right.
but I can speak my language, bro. I speak multiple languages. You guys only speak English, the
How you
language of your
know? How you
masters.
know? How you know? How you know?
How do I know? The masters of
How
practice.
you know? How you know
Can I
that?
ask?
You,
Can
hold
I
on,
ask him a
one
question?
second. Let
No
me speak.
matter,
So
Okay.
my
what you
man.
got? So what happened to the enslaved Indians? Hmm?
What do you mean?
Breezy.
From
What
when?
happened
From
to
when?
the
From when? No,
in
no,
the
no, no, no.
United
First
States?
of all, my
Millie, hold
man.
on, no, don't. It ain't no, my man. You're on my panel, dude. So act like you're a human being and not an animal, and adhere to my rules.
Native people are still alive. Why are you claiming that?
What happened to the
They
enslaved
are still
Indians?
alive. It doesn't matter.
Answer my question. Act Are you going to act like a human or act like an adult or a child? Huh? Are you going to act like an adult or a child? Men know how to answer questions. Are you a man? Yes or no? Act like an adult or a child. Men know how to answer questions. Are you a man? Yes or no? Huh?
I don't think he knows he's muted.
I invite him to unmute.
Slaves from what time are you talking about?
The United States. There are millions of slaves here that were indigenous.
now-
so what?
right
so what
now?
happened from the United States in history? They say over 2.5 million Indians were enslaved. So what happened
Okay.
to them?
Hey, do they look like you?
What
Did
happened
those
to
natives
them?
look like you?
So
Did
they'll
those natives look like
answer the question. What happened to them? Stop playing games on my panel. Ain't nobody playing games with y'all. Answer the questions. You can't even get through a prompt.
Oh man, make your questions more
What
No,
happened
here.
to enslaved Indians,
from
sir?
what tribe? From what tribe? From what area? What are
All
you talking
types of
about?
the
All of
United
them.
the tribes in the United States, dude.
What tribe?
And-
Be specific.
You doesn't need to be specific of what tribe. Just answer the question. What happened to any of them?
Yeah, what happened to any of it? It don't matter.
They're still
Pick a
alive.
tribe.
What are you talking about? They're still alive.
Where are they?
Where are they? What happened to their enslaved?
Reservations. They're
what-
in the
what-
reservations. They're in the cities. They're all over the
What
place.
happened
They're
to
not
what
just
happened to the
one place.
ones that were enslaved? What happened to the ones that were enslaved? Huh? Where'd they go? After they got free? Where did they go after they got free? Huh?
They just like the black people. They were relocated. What the fuck? What does that have to do
Watch
with you
your
being
mouth. Stop
indigenous?
cussing on my panel.
What
Stop
does that
cussing
have
on.
to do with you being
Stop
indigenous?
cussing on my
Black
panel.
people are not indigenous.
Finish the prompt, dude. Or you're about to get dropped. Finish the prompt.
Black people didn't exist here.
Finish the prompt. Did Native Americans have enslaved ancestors?
Yeah, keep muting me, bruh.
Finish the prompt. Finish the
only-
prompt. Why can't you adhere to any directions? Are you a child? Huh?
Dude,
Are you a child? Are you on alcohol? Are you on any
You're
are
asking
you
random
on
questions.
are you on some booger sugar? Are you on some Wayne Gretzky's? Why can't you comprehend how to follow any directions? Huh?
Because you're asking random questions.
Why
not
can't
random.
they're not random? They're historical questions that you
It's
can't
not hard
answer.
to answer.
So you have to deflect and act like a child on TikTok.
I'm not deflecting.
How old? You're probably like 40, 50. I hope you haven't reproduced. Because this is embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed if I came from your nutsack.
Hey, if you were more specific about the question.
Nah, goodbye. We're moving on. Goodbye.
Damn, I wanted to ask him a question.
He wasn't gonna answer. They're
I know he
belligerent.
didn't. Yeah, I know.
What's up, New Era? What's up, Daniel?
Hey.
Where-
So yeah, I do think
Hold on, you
slavery.
gotta introduce yourself.
Oh,
Where
I'm
are you
sorry,
from? What's
my
your
bad.
ethnicity? Yeah.
My bad. My name is Daniel. Black American. 30 years old.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say always, but recently I've kind of leaned towards slavery not being a thing, like the slave ship shit, because like there's no.
Hold on, you can't cuss up here either.
I'm sorry. There's no slave picture boats. Like there's no pictures of them pulling people off the boats. There's no illustrations of them pulling people off the boats. Like we got pictures from government stuff during that time, and then slave trading was one of the biggest commodities back then. We have no photo documentation of it. So that's my first thing.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the enslaved Indians? From what I've heard, this may be a little wild, is that the enslaved Indians, so-called natives here, made a deal with the white folks to even be called native,
Oh, you gotta say YT.
or YT to even be called native. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard a few people, speak on that. It kind of, tickled my brain a little bit.
For sure. And then yeah, did Native Americans have enslaved ancestors?
No, because they weren't. It was us,
Mhm.
Okay. All right, New Era, you there?
I'm here, big dog.
Yeah, what you got for the prompt?
And shit, I answered it, dog. I came up here by mistake. I was inviting people up. I
All
ain't
right.
asked you too, but American Indian or African American Indian, what the slave trade a host. Yeah. What happened to the slave Indians? They got reclassified to the N-word and colored and Afro American and African American. That's what happened to them.
Mhm.
Native Americans have enslaved ancestors. Maybe. I'm just focused on my people. I ain't no Native American, so I really don't care.
Everyone enslaved themselves before colonized. You can come up here, honey. Ray, how
Yeah.
you doing? Righteous One. Where you from? What's your ethnicity? Righteous One. She may not know she came up here. Whew, man. But yeah, like the live, like and share the live, y'all. Give people on the panel, and yeah, what was I about to say? Request up. Let's talk about. Thank you for the donut, Copper. Dakota's mom is in the building. For those that didn't know. Oh, oh. Let's see how this live goes. Because earlier, folks wanted to crash out.
Yeah, I just got from another live. They kicked me off because I was crashing out over there.
Oh, who requested a fade? Who was fade? Janae, what's up? Thank y'all for the likes. Yeah, let's get up to 10,000 likes, y'all. How long I've been live? 20 minutes. Thank you for the likes, honey. Yeah, if you haven't already, honey. Yeah, if you haven't already, feel free to follow. Yeah, follow me if you haven't already. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Darvid Osiris. I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers. So, posted, huh? Huh? It posted a pic on the host pin page under comment. Okay. Mm, thank you for the follow. Let me share the live. Read that document. All right, I'll look at it. Something like that. All right, let me look. I'll look it. I was supposed to say, why ain't none of- Somebody's tapping hard over there. All
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry, it's me. You said like the live.
Oh, go on
Yeah.
mute with tapping, if you don't mind. I think something about the don't lights don't go through whenever you're on the panel and you ain't
Oh.
when you tap
So
it.
the people on the panel can't like the live?
Yeah, you
If
can.
you're
It's gonna mute when you do it.
Oh.
That's what I was doing when I was on mute. I was liking the live too. I heard it. I was like, am I not muted? But that was you doing the same thing.
all right, request up. Where y'all at? What y'all shy or something? What they shy or something?
I'm waiting for a Native American to come up because I really want to ask them questions.
I've been sending out invites to them. Except for creative. That's because she wouldn't have come up.
Wait, what happened?
When I
Hey,
seen invites say to come up, I've been sending invites since I can't because nobody ain't accepted.
hey, good morning. Good morning, Creole.
They just want to talk smack in the chat. I muted them. I figured I gave them some motivation to request up, but it didn't.
What's uh what do I call y'all? Submit stickers. I can do custom stickers. All right.
What evidence are you talking about? Is it Latour? I don't know how to Matthews. Your last name. You said I'm at work. LOL. I wish I could join. The evidence is undeniable. What evidence are you talking about?
Mm-mm.
She might be talking about what you sent, David.
Yeah, I was about to say. You must be trying to talk. Yeah, I was about to say where all the bush meat at? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm about to invite some bush meat. All right. Oh yeah, watching. Where's some Dang, I don't want to have a born live on StreamYard or YouTube. No, I was just hopefully some people join so we won't be just sitting here. They never. Yeah, they never do. Posted doc on his first pin. Oh, I from Virginia. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Who is big? Yeah. Mm. Grand Rising. Dang, where Nas at? Oh, Nas was in here earlier. On the live earlier. Where are the? Can you what? What's up, Native? What's up, Native? Oh man, were you in the live earlier, Native? I know a Native FA was there. I know Native FA was in the live earlier. You're on your way to work. The show. I might have let you know what happened. I might have let you know what happened. But you know, someone we know disrespected my life. I think you know her, right? Come up here, Hemi. Come up here. Come up here and tell us that.
What do Black Americans look like, Kimmy? And please don't say African, because the people on the continent of Africa all don't look the same. So you gotta
Right.
mess us with that. Oh,
You said, uh-oh. Yeah, you said, uh-oh, native. Yeah. It was a woman, too. I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right. Hey,
Hemi might be on the troll page. He only got like 26 followers and following
definitely
that.
not. You said there ain't no women. None of our women.
So what they look like, because they not pale people. I promise you they not. Because the only question we need to ask them is to prove their DNA strands. Okay, because they don't come before us. They don't. So how could they be in the area before us when people is the
Hemi, I'm
question?
gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna mute you, right? You're gonna come back on your real page and you don't come have a conversation. So I see you when you come back on your real
Our
page.
people ain't on the res, Joe. Our people ain't on the res.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we support the people that's on the res. We support the Yamasi. Who else we got? That's our people that's on the res. You know, they in the Cherokee. Some of our people in the Seminole, Choctaw, the Creek. You know, so our people ain't signed no. My people signed. I mean, my people did. I got people that signed the treaty.
Hey, Butch, request up and let's talk about it.
Mhm.
I'd mute you too.
There's no honor in just talking about it. There ain't nobody just talking about it. Y'all know what we do when we log off TikTok. Y'all do not know what we do in our personal lives. So what are you doing, sir? Why
Right.
aren't you helping people on the res?
Are you gonna come and request up, Butch? And let's have a conversation. Or not?
Mm-mm-mm.
And what about you, Bantu? Why you laughing? What was so funny? You to come up and let us know what's. Yeah, I send you an invite. You accept the invitation and tell us what's funny.
Dang, why y'all so scary right now? Y'all wasn't scary earlier.
Because they can't.
Is it because I won't let y'all yell and scream on my panel?
Oh, that's what they were trying to do earlier.
That dude, that one dude kept being belligerent. Y'all can't. I don't let y'all be as belligerent as y'all want to be on my panel.
Let me tell you something, David. You come from Africa.
Right.
They always do that shit. Let me make my point. And then whenever you make a point and shit like a solid ass point.
Oh, you cussing too much.
Oh, my bad. I noticed this last night. They always be like, let me make what's your point after you then when you make a point? They go, what's your point?
What's
Like,
up, Jerry?
miss the whole point. Like they be acting fake as heck. I gotta remember I'm on TikTok.
Where? Wow.
Hey G, Grand
What's up?
Rising.
Grand Rising. Wow. Where everybody go? Gift the host. Yeah, exactly. Send that heart me. I need 5 more for 100. I need 5 more for 100.
What heart means?
Yep. Top fans. Okay, I got 300 fans. Nice. All right, I got 2 more. Nice. Thank you, Mocha. What's up, girl? My cat is a special guest right now. Hello. Yes. She decided to sit on my lap right now. Okay.
She just wants some love. That's all.
Let's see the kid. Let me see. If she let me grab my phone. Hello? The kitten. Really? Ma'am. Let me see. Yeah, you better not try to bite me. You'll be launched off this chair. Let me see. Let me try to find a good spot. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Just sure. Let's see if she come in the chair. Come here. Hello? Yeah, she's right here. Yep. There she go. What's up? Oh, now she done took my seat now. She done took my seat. So yeah, she kicked me out the seat. And she's hanging off the chair.
I'm gonna get me a cat for my yard to take care of the snakes in the summer.
Darn. Yeah. I'm Navajo. Oh, brother. One of the War Clan. Hmm.
Come on up and tell us about it, Butch.
Nava no, right? Nava no.
Yeah, they taught me that Indians was reclassified. Can you tell me, since you're Navajo, can you tell me what the Navajo was reclassified to?
I'm enjoying and helping out. Y'all don't need no help. Y'all the biggest tribe in America. Y'all don't need no
All
help.
right, but I'm about to mute you. Come on your real page and request up. We act like we don't know who you are. That's ridiculous. They just want to keep on commenting and not come up and have a conversation.
All right. You keep spamming that. Look for you. Like, I get it. But stop, like, don't spam that. Please. We saw it. We saw it the first time. Like the live, y'all. I didn't make the picture. Like, God, I obviously didn't make the picture. Like, what the hell? Like, bruh. Just look at the prompt and please, golly. Why is there da-da-da? Like, I obviously ain't make the picture. Like, what the hell?
She don't look that racially ambiguous. Well, she kind of do. She looked like Abby to me. If she was
Right.
mixed with white tea. No, Abby looked better than that.
Why is there depicted inside black aesthetics? I mean, black people can be racially ambiguous too. Right.
I got a couple cousins who color and lighter, and both of their parents is darker than them.
It is what it is, sir.
I used to be like,
Black aesthetics is crazy.
I used to be lighter when I was younger, and then when I grew up, I got darker.
That pic looks like him. Like I was about to say, somebody got a family member that looked like this somewhere. Like, hello.
I definitely do. California teens.
Right. So whatever, dude. Like we have family members that are real white.
Everybody from California got that black skin in their family.
My cat sleep.
Cousin, he's black skin, and his name is Francisco, like San Francisco, and we're from San Francisco.
Happy Friday. Hey, happy Friday, girly. I don't know. What everybody on their lunch? Right.
What
Thank
if
you
it's
for the heartbeat.
Angry Friday? Did you ever think about that?
That's how people been crashing out these last couple of days. It's been an angry week. Like nonstop crashing out. Like hello. Like do y'all not crash? Do y'all need to crash out all the time, dude?
See, I'm from the Bay Area, so I don't really have no racial tensions with Mexicans from the Bay Area, but they still be saying the N word. It still is kind of racist. But like I heard that they doing like race WARs in LA. Thankfully, I didn't have to see that growing up.
Yeah,
I started dragging everybody.
that's crazy. Like where everybody at? Why don't they want to argue this, Venus? They was arguing it earlier, so I don't know about right now.
They must be tired of us.
No. We're tired of the pretending on TikTok.
They must be scared.
All right, Tay, what's up? Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm from Memphis, and I'm black, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Shit,
You can't
I
cuss up
feel
here.
like
You
you
can't
said
cuss up
what?
here. You can't cuss up here and answer the prompt.
Man,
Man, oh, yeah. Yeah, because you can't, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, what the Ellie? You get sad because you can't curse up here?
Right. This one
It's
dude
not
told me,
America.
this one dude said F you earlier.
Well, when you told me you can't curse.
Yeah, he's like F you and left. Yeah. And this dude had to be, this is an older dude. He's probably like 40, 50.
Disclaimer, this is TikTok. This is not America. They got their own rules. And when you look like this, you got to follow certain rules. So respect the host panel, please. I like to curse all the time, but when I'm up here, I don't be cursing. Or when I do, he correct me and I apologize and I try not to. It's that
Huh.
easy.
Yeah. I like the live. Share the live. How many shares does this have? That one guy kept talking over you. They got mad when you muted him. Yeah, I'm like, bro, go start your own panel if you want to talk willy nilly. Yeah, you can't just talk willy nilly here. Multiple people have gotten violations on my live. I got banana for a week. Because people like to report my lives, especially if there's a lot of Africans and natives in here. Like they like to report lives, yeah. What's up, Maisha? Simply posted my what?
Aisha.
Simply posted your 23andMe results, and then your video got reported. That's diabolical.
Yeah, I said someone was weird and it got taken down. Maybe the TikTok creators, maybe they're from California. Because if you call someone weird in California, that's fighting words. So
It's like she called him a what? Report her.
right.
Yeah, you drop down in the comments, big dog. I'll probably be up late. I'm about to start cooking right now.
All right.
Yeah, I remember my mom and dad tried to make us call them ma'am and sir when I was a kid, but it didn't work because we're from California, and if you go around calling people ma'am and sir in California, they're gonna take offense because they're basically gonna think you're calling them old and washed up. So,
Sure.
don't call me that. I'm not even in my 60s yet.
Ma'am, can you stop scratching the chair, please? Thank you.
I don't know, when someone calls me weird, I'm just like, okay. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people from the Bay Area. If you call them weird, I don't know where you're from, but if you call them weird, that's fighting words. You probably gonna get a knuckle sandwich. Okay. Yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am are standard in Georgia. Yeah, I don't like it. I feel like it's like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes it carries like an air of superiority. I don't know. Like when older people, they expect you to call, like, you don't have to do that. Like, that's like supposed to be, I feel like it's supposed to be a thing, like being nice. But when they expect it, I feel like it's given like yes massa, no massa. Like,
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm like, I'll call you ma'am or sir if I want to do that. You're not entitled to that. Like, what? Especially as someone from California, I don't gotta change my, like, the way I culturally speak just because you're from the South. You know what I mean?
Golly, should I restart the live?
Did anyone come up while I was gone? I was getting food.
Yeah, a couple people. This one Mexican guy crashed out. One Mexican guy crashed out.
Yeah, my stepdad, he's from South Carolina, and then my mom, she's from Louisiana, but she was raised in California. And my parents in the military, so we used to live all over, and they be trying to make us say ma'am and sir. And I mean, I think one time it did it did work, but we went back to California. We visited California, and all our family members told us to stop calling them ma'am and sir. They said that's disrespectful, and we need to respect our elders and stop calling them old. Respect our elders. Girl, that's all I hear you say is you eating. I had just woken up, and so I didn't eat today. Yeah. Yeah. Arkansas. She wanted me to say ma'am growing up, but in California. And my dad is from California. My dad's parents are from California. My dad's grandparents are all from California, and they did not want to be called no ma'am and sir. But yeah, we didn't say ma'am because I was just.
Folks was big on the miss, and Mister. They older than you got called a miss or Mister.
Yeah.
Mister. They older than you got called a miss.
Sir, unless they were like in their 60s, like they were elderly status.
Yeah, Mister. Yeah, Mister big here too.
Oh, baby, why you calling me that? I'm still.
Called a Miss.
Buddy.
Yeah, Mister. Mr. Yeah, Mr. Bigger. Maybe a different topic, I guess.
Okay, bet. Oh, I'll
Maybe a different topic, I guess.
okay, bet. Oh, I'll
Maybe a different topic, I guess.
okay, bet.
Be 28 December.
I don't like being called Unc. You technically are an Unc. No, I think Unc.
Who is at the door?
You do. Everything you do gonna fail. Cause I was a fucking friend to you, girl. You came to me, and everybody know. Here's the thing. What's the reason why I gotta lie?
You're gonna be the new screenshot, right? Just to throw that out there. Yeah, you know, there go your screenshot. If you pissed off at somebody, there you go.
Everything you do gonna fail, girl. And I say, and guess what? As an ex-friend, I hope everything bad happened to you. Everything bad happened to you. I hope everything you go through, you cry about it and weep about it. Cause you need it. You need it. You need it. I hope that I hope that nigga break you so far down more than he already have. I hope you fall to your knees and you beg for mercy. Let me tell you, I hope everything bad happened to you. I hope that nigga got on live and confessed that as your husband, he calling you bitches and hoes. As your husband, he on a live saying,
Wait, what? What's going on? What? All right, I guess. Bush. All right. My cat is yelling at me, I guess. What?
I was trying to tell Native that he was big bro status at 28 because he doesn't like being called Unc. When he hits his like mid-30s, he'll be Unc status then.
Y'all not Indians. Come up here then. Come
Okay,
tell us that we're not Indians.
we're not Indians now. What are you gonna do? Like what? What is the point of saying that? It's like I know you are, what am I?
Right, exactly. I know you're one of mine.
That's not. I'm nothing to say to it. You know,
I just told you.
We were onto something as kids.
Well, come up here, Valoria. Why
Yeah,
you want to just
you just told us we're not, and we said, okay, what are you gonna do about it?
nothing?
What is your point?
Like she ain't gonna do nothing but cry on TikTok. Why? Why would these?
You're
I
not
just said
Indian.
what I wanted to say. Well, I can take that ability away. So you gonna come up and talk to us?
Here.
Why? I'm sad. Yeah, you have a sad life because you feel so much power in the comment section, right? Man, you ain't got nothing better to do at 21. Like, why ain't you at a party right now or something? Huh?
Fatherless behavior.
You ain't got no friends to hang out with right now at 21? You in the lies calling people, telling people if they in here or not. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did we get here?
Like the live, y'all.
Nobody's supposed to be here. Let me send this. Is Gia in here? Let me send this to Gia. Gia Santana.
I always thought when y'all got nothing to say, we have something to say.
That's
We
my
don't
first
care to
time
talk to
saying-
y'all. We actually had a lot to say. I asked you, why aren't you hanging out with your friends right now or nothing? We actually done said a lot. So
That's my first time saying fatherless behavior.
yeah. It's not our fault. You ain't got no friends, Gloria.
Hey, Miami man.
Like the live so we can get Valoria some friends.
Okay, let me tap.
You're still I bet you still call yourself a popular loner, huh? I'm a popular loner. Like what?
Yeah, are you a popular loner?
I guess. I don't feel like being around too many people. But a lot of people know me.
Are you secretly emo?
No. I fight
So
the
you're
top.
not. So you're not cool like me.
I know. You're the coolest emo ever, right?
Exactly.
I hope you really knew.
I want to
The
do more
things
goth makeup. My mom be complaining though. She be like, "Oh, you're light skinned. You can't do that dark makeup. It looks like you got punched in the
you do.
face."
It sounds like you do. So what? What are you even talking about?
No one can be secretly emo. What are you talking? Emo is just a music genre.
Yeah.
To be emo, you just have to listen to emo music. So what are you talking about?
Well, I listen to Raw Wave, so I guess that counts.
I do not like Rodway's music.
But he's emo though.
He ain't no emo. That's crybaby R&B, I guess.
Emo R&B. Yep. Not y'all trying to gaslight me to come up. Emo is a mindset.
No, it's not. Emo stands for emotional.
The
Yeah,
21-year-old knows
emotional.
everything, right?
Emotional music.
Not the 21-year-old knows everything, right? Yeah, she's at that age. She thinks she know everything. It is what it is.
Emo is literally a subgenre of rock music. Or rock and punk music, should I say.
Dutsy Cat. What you from? Your name, Dutsy Cat.
Well, Google. I'm on Instagram. Man.
So you a Caribbean man? You're Jamaican. I thought you were smart. You're a Jamaican man. A Dutsy. Uh-huh. It's always the Caribbean. It's always the Caribbean. Y'all be Hey, what's up, yeah. Like the lie, I told her. I don't know. Don't even know where I'm from. Dutsy. They say Dutsy in Jamaica. Like, do they not? You don't even know where I'm from. I mean, do they not say xenophobia? Dutsy. They say and so you're from Jamaica. All right. Indigenous generation. Oh, Bernie. Oh, brother. Is that an albino? Oh, brother. Oh, no. No content here for conservative indigenous eraser. What's up, Stoli? What's natives back? Like the live, y'all. That's my response. Prove that we're erasing indigenous people.
Yeah,
Prove it.
man. I'm actually Native American and
Hold on 1 second. Where you from? What's your ethnicity? Yeah.
African American at the same time.
All right. Where you? Okay, you're Native American, African American.
Yeah.
So how did you find that out?
Hey, my grandmother told me. She passed away years ago. She told me.
She told you that she was a Native American?
Yeah. And my mom and them, they African American.
So how did your mom become African American if your grandma was Native?
No, I'm talking about my mother.
Your dad's mother is Native and your mom is African American.
Like 50%.
50% Native. Native mixed with what?
Black.
Where's the black from?
I'm not for sure. She just told me.
So how do you know? So how do you know it's African?
Because I just know, dude. I mean,
You just know. You ain't got no proof or nothing.
like I'm from this country, like all you other motherfuckers. Shit, just
Hey,
go back
watch
home.
your mouth. Watch your mouth. Don't cuss on my panel. What you got for the
Shut your
prompt?
ass up. Oh,
Shut my what? Get off my panel, dude. How the the teach like boy, who's wrong? What's wrong with y'all on the internet? Y'all think y'all could just say anything to anybody? Y'all, I told you don't cuss on my panel. Then don't cuss on my panel. What is wrong with y'all? Take that stuff somewhere else. Y'all grandmas need to wash some soap out y'all mouths. Y'all ain't had no southern grandmas. You gotta insult people because you can't adhere to rules. That's stupid. That's real stupid. Y'all real stupid. No respect for nothing. Boy, who raised y'all? I hope you don't reproduce either. Cause what a shame it would be to come from your nutsack. But yeah, Joseph, like the live, y'all. Like and share the live. Hey, what's up, Native? You got both natives in the building. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. People got me effed up on this app. They think, what gives y'all the right to think y'all can just talk to people any kind of way? What gives people the right to think they can just talk to any old body any type of way? The internet made y'all feel that safe, right? Internet that made y'all feel super safe. When people tell you stop cussing at work, you gonna stop cussing or are you not? Or you gonna call them whatever word? People try to say, "Oh, you sound gay." Right. Y'all always trying to say, "Oh, you sound gay." Like y'all can't, but y'all ain't been in none since y'all came out of one. Our history written by us. Come up here. Our history written by y'all. You ain't write no history. I'm sassy, but come up here. Come up here. Call me sassy on my panel. Yeah, like you must be how you know what someone that's GAY sounds like. Why how you know what a GAY man sounds like? You must be around him. Yeah, you heterosexual men so worried about what I be doing. I will, it's OHF. Y'all don't be around no women. Y'all incels. Y'all be incel. I ain't never seen y'all with a woman. Twitter, the internet has seen me with multiple women. Sassy, whatever. You know what people be meaning when they say sassy nowadays, yo. Yeah, internet seen me with multiple women. We ain't never seen OHF with no woman ever. It don't even be women on y'all YouTube panels. You haven't seen that, nor my history. We ain't never seen. It's never any women on y'all YouTube panels. It's a sausage party with the Pan Africans. It's always a sausage party with the Pan Africans. Listen, thank y'all.
You
Good for the
know,
gifts.
I just think it's interesting that when a black person, a black American specifically, mixes with a white person, the child comes out looking Mexican. I just think that's real interesting since y'all keep saying Mexicans are Native Americans. I think that's really interesting. Thank you, Native.
Showski.
I think that's really interesting. I also find that interesting.
Right. Oh, that's wild and a true observation. Yep. Yeah, they be coming out, looking all types of ways.
I've been literally seeing people with white parents and a black American parent complaining about how they keep getting mistaken for Mexican.
For sure. Marie, hey, Marie, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm from America. I'm African American.
Yeah, from America, African American. All right, so are DNA tests accurate or not?
I think they aren't perfectly accurate, but yeah, to some extent.
All right, so there's no such thing as ancient West African DNA. Do you agree?
I mean, it depends on what you mean by West Africa.
Ancient West African. Yeah. Okay, so the haplogroup, right? The maternal haplogroup of West Africans is L. That originates in South Africa. Then you have the Y chromosome of West Africans. That's E1B1. That originates in the Horn of Africa. So where are West Africans truly from?
So they migrated from the other parts of Africa to West Africa.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. And they mix with people too. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, we are descendant from West Africans who migrated from somewhere to West Africa.
You said I don't just say from the West Africa.
David, I know you're black. I know you're black.
Ma'am, my name is Darvid. Do you not see the arc right there?
Darvid, I know you're black.
Okay, what that mean? Black don't mean African.
What else could it mean?
It means someone with dark skin or someone with melanated skin.
Do you think Indian people are considered black?
Yes, they were reclassified to black. What happened to those people?
No, I mean like from Asia, the Asian continent, like Indian people from the Asian.
We live in the American continent. Why are you worried about Asia?
Yeah, why are we worried about
Asia? Said dark-skinned people are always considered black, and I'm talking about dark-skinned Indians.
They're not considered that. They're not considered that now, but they were at a certain point. People from India came over to America during the slavery, and they blended in with people like free black people. Yes, they were. They were classified as colored and black and stuff like that too over here. So yes, they were at a certain point in time.
Yeah, like just like black Hindus.
Okay,
they literally do. There's Hindus they're still in India that are black, like.
But they are considered brown now.
Yeah, now they are, yes. And they're darker than everybody in here. Some of them are darker than everybody in here.
Okay, so why don't you think you're African?
Because I'm not.
But
what type of question is that?
You look like
why don't you think you're white tea?
Because I don't look like a white tea person, but
what's a white tea person look like? I thought being white tea was about your ancestry, so it's not about your ancestry, it's about your looks.
Yeah, it is. It's about your looks. Yes, I agree with that. And black people
A
from
social
America.
construct.
So you're saying why don't we think we're African? Is being African not your looks?
Yes, it's your looks and your ancestry combined.
So people from Egypt look like people from Nigeria.
No, because they're not sub-Saharan African.
But you just said African being African is
racist
not your
term.
looks.
How is that a
Sub-Saharan.
racist term?
It was made to divide Egypt from Africa. Now, it's racist.
It's just describing African people below the Sahara.
No,
Yeah,
it
but
was
sub-
created. It was created to make Egypt a part of the Middle East, which that doesn't really exist, right? To make Egypt a part of the Middle East and disassociated with the rest of Africa. Now, that's literally why Sub-Saharan was created. It had nothing to do to describe, oh, Africans just look like this below the Sahara. There were dark-skinned people in North Africa. So it's not about skin color.
Yes, there are dark-skinned people in North Africa, but they have common relation to people in the Middle East as well.
So yeah,
That's why it's called MENA, Middle East North African.
Term Middle East wasn't even used until 1902. So yeah, then you can I just want to let you know that what's your name? Marie.
Yeah, wait. Georgia, you good?
That term, yeah, I'm good, bro. I had to slide up in that record, like, man, that term Middle East is a new term. That term don't even exist.
I thought you was drinking.
But why do they group?
One second, I thought you was drinking, Georgia. That's why I asked you.
Nah, bro. I'm saying, like, hold on, bro. That's all. They're not even exist, bro. Like, what the world? Like, come on, bro. We ain't finna be sitting here and be goofy and not acting like Egypt or Kemet or whatever you want to call it ain't a part of Africa. It's on that dang old continent, like, bro. Like, really, all of it really together, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Okay, yes, it's geographically
Hey,
in the same.
The comment's funny, yo. He said Georgia kicked it down. Hey, yo, Georgia came in like the uncle on Thanksgiving. He was like, that one uncle on Thanksgiving. What's up, Georgia?
She must be one of them Ubuntu Igbo Yoruba warriors.
Okay, so you're telling me that
Yep. I hear the fufu coming out of my. I hear the egusi soup coming through the mic. I hear it.
You're probably more African than I am.
No, I'm not.
I mean, I'm looking at your profile picture, like.
I'm looking at. I'm hearing your voice. I can hear you chomping on giraffe stew.
It's just ignorance. That's all it is.
Hey, yo, but what's
it's okay though. We know y'all Africans love us. We know y'all do. Y'all can't live without us.
Yeah, love yourself because you're African too. So
we're African. Hey, so what country in Africa are you from, Marie? What tribe?
I'm descendant from African slaves from West Africa.
So you descend from them, you should be able to tell us your tribe. It's not that hard.
No, because when slaves were taken to America, they lost their connection to their tribe.
Wait, so then how do you know you come from there then?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. So what state is your grandma from, Marie?
The South, Tennessee.
Tennessee. Why? Tennessee? You talking about Africa? They from Tennessee.
What city in Tennessee?
Why do you need to know that? It's Tennessee? That's the state.
So all four of your grandparents from Tennessee.
My maternal, yeah, they're from Tennessee. They're from Tennessee, the South. All my grandparents are from the South because that's how slavery. That's where they went. Like
what?
That's where the African slaves went. They went to the South.
I don't know if y'all caught this, but earlier she said, "You're probably more African than I am." So there are degrees of African now.
Right. What African, like what the Africans and Masons now? You gotta get 33 degrees of African to be a complete African.
Percentages, admixture. That's how it works. Like.
But yeah, for sure.
What a terrible job at trolling. I just want to let you know, by the way.
I'm not trolling. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is just basic science. This is basic history.
So what's the rest of you? What's the rest of you? A European, native? What else is going on? And why focus on at the African part?
YT. You gotta say YT.
Oh, I'm sorry, the YT. Sorry about that.
I have some European DNA in me because of slavery, like
Okay.
most African Americans do, but we're
You,
mostly African.
what plantation was your folks on?
How would I know that?
What? Hello? They would have lived there. Hello?
Okay, do you want me to like spiritually try to find my ancestors?
You ever heard of a family tree, ma'am? Your grandma ain't passed those stories down for you to you. What's your grandma say she was?
She said she's black. She's black, African American black.
Your grandma said she was African American, and she older than that term, ma'am.
She's black. That's what she says. She's
She
a
didn't
black.
say she said she was. I know she didn't say she was African American. My granddaddy from Tennessee. I got a
It's
granddaddy
literally
from
the
Tennessee.
same terminology.
It's not. I got a granddaddy from Tennessee on my maternal side. He told my mama he was an Indian. He said his mama was an Indian. Uh-huh. Oh, she's on T-Time now.
Have her real picture on there, so we don't even know what she looked like.
What's up, Stoley? Stoley.
Going on, bro? I just decided to check in on you. I've been listening to your lives for a minute now. It's so funny. People try to attack you, and you're not saying anything wrong. They're not providing any kind of counter arguments or anything wrong. They're not providing any kind of counter arguments or nothing. Just coming up, attacking you, calling you all types of names and whatnot. I just find that funny.
Yep. I don't even be saying like I just be chilling, yo. Folks feel like they can say folks be feeling like they can say just anything to
Y'all
me.
like the live. Like the live.
That's why I've been getting less. That's why I've been teaching less and trolling more. Yeah, folks just feel like they can say whatever they want to me. Like, nah, that's not how it worked. And she fled. She fled. She do know history very well, I guess. They reclassified us because of the brainwashing. True.
Keep tapping the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
Yeah.
Little more, come over here and prove how she correct, bro.
Right, for sure. Yeah, like the lie, so Venus get rid of her bushmeat problem.
What are you talking about?
We hear her.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, send gifts
Never
so we can
forget
cure Venus and Georgia for their bushmeat problem.
Never forget haters gonna hate.
Oh, they bushmeat.
Give me all these gifts, thank you.
7 arrows. Obviously, he's helping out.
Appreciate it, thank you.
All right, we got Ray up here. Ray, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm black, and I think I'm a Native American. And I'm from Arizona, and I think I'm a Native American because I'm black.
All right, goodbye. Goodbye.
If you gonna troll right, bro. This man can't even troll right, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
Troll right.
I almost went to sleep with that troll attempt. I almost went to sleep. Corny, boring. The trolls on TikTok aren't
I
funny.
didn't even hear him.
He said,
well, at least the ones on Twitter be funny.
Said what?
He said he's black and he thinks that he's Native American. Clearly YT, right?
I don't know. Black people had no lips. It's news to me.
Yeah, thanks for blocking him, Native. Yeah.
I actually did see a black person with no lips. It was so uncanny. What's his name? Usher's son. Oh, that
Hey,
was
yo. He said, so, hey, freedom.
Pepperoni meat lover and
Pepperoni meat lover. Hey, yo.
yeah, he'll do those.
Yeah, she ordering pizza right now. You got like totally, dude. I'm totally Native American, man. Like totally, dude. I'm totally Native American. I'm more Native American than you, dude. My grandma was a Cherokee princess, dude. My grandma was a Cherokee princess, man. You watch who TikToks? Oh, Usher's son. Like totally did. Totally did. Black American with 35% sub-Saharan DNA. Definitely not African. I don't work today too. Like totally did. It's totally wild radical, man. It's totally wild radical, man. Like totally. I'm Afro-Mexican. I'm from Africa too. Okay. You ain't no African Mexican. You ain't no Afro-Mexican. You ain't never heard of Afro-Mexican on no internet. Stop it. What's this about? We ain't even the Afro-Mexicans are so isolated from the BS on the internet. Right, man, come on now. Unproblematic. The Afro-Mexicans are unproblematic. They do not care about the BS on here.
Y'all, there's just so many things that happen that remind me that Louisiana is basically a third world state. Like recently they made it's against the rules to recycle now.
What?
So yeah, you can't usually when you throw trash away, you'll have a separate trash bag. It'll be blue. You'll put your recyclables in there and then you'll throw it in the trash with the trash. So they got rid of that. So now you have to put your plastics in with the regular trash. So now I'm pretty sure it's against the law to recycle now. So
wow.
Or you can't recycle.
Your pasta's from Guerrero.
Very third world, right?
What's up, Sam?
What up, OG? Out here putting in work. What y'all got up?
Man, we talking about the dean. I had the other prompt from earlier up, but nobody was coming in, so I changed it to
He
this.
said Americans really be lacking education. So in standard English, you don't put the word be right there. That is Ebonics. So you're lacking education. That's not standard American English you're speaking right there. So
right. Or standard English wherever he from.
That ain't British English either.
British.
How do you pick that up?
Right. They using Ebonics, so like but yeah, that live this morning was crazy. What a joke. Indigenous. That's hilarious. Come up here, Hutch. Like, so you can never be an Indian, dude. You can never be an Indian, dude.
Your bio says God blessed my brothers in blue. You have a thing to worry about.
Yeah, like, totally, dude. Like, you guys will never be in Native Americans, man. Like, let it go, man. Like, stop thinking that you're Native, dude.
You're never gonna find any African that looks like Beyonce.
Like Trump is gonna sort this out, dude.
And I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Our biracials look different as well.
Now you're indigenous, dude. Like, dude, lay off the pot, dude.
Like, I need to get some actual examples. I'm gonna show y'all our biracials versus African biracials. They look completely different.
Oh, you gonna make one of them games?
Yep.
Like radical. That's totally radical, man. Somebody said you're Creole. Come up here, Ja.
Yeah, maybe we're talking about Beyonce.
Oh, yeah, okay. Prove me wrong, dude. Come up here, dude. Grab a mic, man. Grab a mic, dude.
And I would say biracials look different from very, very light-skinned, phenotypically black people. You know what I'm saying, that we call black or whatever.
I don't know,
think they
I've seen biracials. I've seen biracials that look light skin and light skins that are confused for biracial. Like Mariah the scientist, everyone thinks she's biracial.
Right.
Yeah, but they can look very close, but I've seen some look very different as well. But no, you're right, they can look very close, but sometimes you can tell the difference. Sometimes you can.
The biracials, they all come out different.
Sure.
Oklahoma is full of white tea and black mix all over the place.
Yeah, and Nady said she agrees. She saw a Nigerian, Asian, and the features are all over the place. Hey, what's up, Strawberry Milk? Hey, wait, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
My name, oh wait, where am I from? I'm from kind of all over, but I was born in Alabama, but I'm in Washington State right now. And my ethnicity is black and white. I guess the easiest way to put it.
Oh, you gotta say YT up here.
Oh, sorry, black and white tea.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the prompt?
I think it's, I don't know. I don't like what you guys are talking about, but it says DNA tests are inaccurate. There is no such thing as yeah, ancient West African, like no.
What you mean?
Basically, I think it's different because like that is going towards Native Americans, and I feel like I don't know. I don't agree with it. I feel like yeah, you can
Which parent's the black one?
Why does that matter?
I'm just asking.
Does it make your argument better or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
that means her mom is the YT one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Biracials with black moms, they always answer very quickly. Her mom's obviously YT. So.
Oh, but what if
we got the answer right there.
We got that.
Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Anyways. Yeah,
Thank you, Mutt.
Mutt is crazy. Yeah, I love a good mutt. I have a mutt.
No, you tried to call you just tried to call me a derogatory term. I am not your girl.
I said good girl.
This is not Jim Crow. This is not Jim Crow.
What the fuck? Because I said good girl.
Don't cuss up here.
Watch your mouth.
You don't call no black man a boy. You don't call no black woman a girl.
Right, exactly.
I know what you thought this was.
Like you should know that. You should know that now.
Like, cause you came out some YT cooch, and that must be hard to understand for you. This is exactly why there's a difference between biracials with black mothers and ones with YT mothers. Very clear difference.
Yeah, like where your dad from, Strawberry? Right, seriously, yeah, good girl. Like you gonna say good girl like she's a pet or something?
Tap the screen. Let's get to 15K likes and then 20K likes.
Right. You can unmute, Strawberry. I asked you where your daddy from. Imagine thinking Neil Long is African.
Okay, I guess I can unmute myself. My dad's from whatever that thing is, where I was, the thing on my freaking birth certificate, Atlanta, and then DC. Like my dad lived out there with his little brothers, and then they came out to the West Coast. I don't know. Guys, my dad is locked up right now. I'm trying to like bail him out. Y'all want to put some money in? I'm just playing. It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't take that too seriously. Sorry.
You just joke. Is he actually in jail or not?
No, it's not a joke that he's in jail, but I'm saying like when I'm like, oh, do you guys want like it's a joke. I joke a lot. Yeah, he's in jail. They finally caught his little ass, but he's a cutie.
You can't cuss up here, man.
Huh? Oh,
can't cuss.
Huh? Okay.
So your YT mom was the type to get with thug black guys that go to jail.
Please do not call him a thug. Do not give him that type of energy. No, he was never a thug. My dad. You know, you guys want to know the first time that I met a real you guys are gonna get so, I guess, offended and mad about this, but do you want to know the first time that I met a real someone who was building Black excellence? Can I tell you guys that? Was when I started dating Jaylon. And Jaylon, his name is
who is Jaylon? You saying Jaylon like we know who he is. Like what?
Yeah. So basically, as me personally, like I never had a good relationship with either side of my family. I always love to say I'm the black sheep. Like I ran off and I did my big one. Like everybody knows how I live. Like literally live on top of the city. Like if you want to do a
Which region you in now?
right now, I'm in Seattle, Washington, sitting on house.
How did you not know the difference between Alabama and Atlanta? Because you earlier said, I don't know that state, city, Atlanta, Alabama.
Because personally, I went on to Bigo Live and there was a live they were having. I was about to argue and they were like, why are you arguing your blackness? And I was like, because I'm not black. And they're like, why are you saying that you are black? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And it was like,
you're right, you're not.
Exactly. Like, and it's like the difference. And we got into an argument and then they were like, you're saying that because you're not around the right people, this, that, and third. And I'm like, please, like, first of all, like the way I live, I really don't give a fuck. Like everybody knows what
Ma'am, you gotta stop cussing.
I'm so sorry. That was wrong.
You've been sipping, you've been drinking a little bit this morning or something?
I did smoke a blunt and I apologize. I should not be cussing like this. This is wrong. Okay.
I'm a little nervous.
I am because it's like I've never like the things that I've like tried so hard to like become when it was coming to Bigo Live, it was like they were all like, oh no, like they weren't talking like this, but I can't cuss right now. So like, no, like what basically what the hell is your problem, you know? And I'm like, because what is your problem? Like, bitch already knows beef. And it's like, no.
And then you cussed again, ma'am.
Okay, you know what?
Golly, yo, I'm gonna drop you and bring you back.
No, please don't. I'm so sorry.
What was your daddy's ethnicity, if you don't mind me asking? Was he Black American, Jamaican, Caribbean? What's going on?
Golly. Yes, you can talk. Just don't cuss.
I'm sorry. Like honestly, I wish I could talk to you guys in a different like app. But anyways, my dad, he had some Norwegian in him, but the biggest thing he was what is I don't know what that thing is, but
Yo, daddy, a black Viking? Hello?
my dad is like actually dark as shit, which is like
all right, Matt. You all right. I'm starting to think you're doing this on purpose now.
Wait,
nervous, Brad. Nervous, you nervous. Oh man.
Like I told you, don't cuss on my panel. Strawberry milk.
Why did I?
am I doing it on
I
purpose?
thought Lauren London was one race. I didn't know she was biracial.
Yeah, Lauren London is biracial. Yeah.
I'm confused. Can I show you a picture of my dad? Or no?
How? Where you gonna send me it?
Okay.
What you want to take a screenshot of it?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna turn the camera on. I'm gonna show you my dad.
And Samuel, what she does to have a question.
Hold on,
Confused. Like,
hold on, one second.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, you gotta prove your blackness every single time.
Yeah, because your dad could be a dark African, he could be a Jamaican.
He could be anything, right? Just like you.
I just looked at Lauren's mom. She looked like she could be the exact same race as her. That's crazy. That's why I didn't think she was mixed.
It depends on
You
the
got like the same
region,
skin tone and hair texture.
the whites in the South, they have black and native ancestry as well. So I think it just depends on the region.
I'm
so sorry.
That's you in the camera.
No, let him talk. Like, come on. I'm gonna show you something real quick. So this little motherfucker, hold on.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Dude, it's crazy.
No person.
Second. Give me a second. Give me one.
Forgetting her.
They never do. Okay.
I mean, African, it could be Caribbean, it could be a lot of things.
Indonesian.
I don't know if he's American.
You're on mute.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
You're on mute. Hello?
She cooking to herself.
Cooking right now.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I do not care what the fuck you care about.
Stop cussing.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That's triggered and emotional. That's triggered and emotional.
He was just asking you what ethnicity your father is. Like,
Hey, can I say
he's
something? I'm sorry for cussing, guys. I don't know why I keep cussing, but this is my father. He's a little.
Hold on. That's her dad. Her dad look like Tech 9.
What's his ethnicity? Is he Black American? Or is he Caribbean?
That's what I'm. Yeah. She's not answering that though.
You're on mute again for some. You're on mute again.
Yeah, you're
Is someone meeting her or something?
Yeah, sis muted her.
They're haters. Haters. Okay, hold on. This is me and my dad. Like, that was the second time I saw him. He's a meth head. He do drugs.
Ethnicity, please.
Stop saying these trigger. You gotta stop saying these trigger words, yo. My goodness, bro. Just stay in the comments for a bit, yeah. Like, golly, bro.
If you're in the comments right now, ma'am, could you please name your dad's ethnicity? That'd be cool.
Bro. She done said every trigger word known to man just now.
And you can tell when she only met him 2 times. Like, orphan train.
My goodness, golly, bro.
Okay, my bad. Can you please name?
You cannot use TikTok friendly language, please.
Okay. Can you please name your dad's ethnicity? Honestly, I don't know.
Last name, Mel.
No picture of him.
Last name. Is it Johnson? Is it a black name?
No, guess again. It's definitely a slave name if you want to guess a little bit again.
What's the slave name? Because that's so ambiguous.
If
Why
you
do you
understand
think?
what a slave name is first of all, he just named one. It's called Johnson. Johnson is a slave name.
Oh, that's
American
not a slave
slave.
name. That's a
Hold on,
royalty
one
name.
mic
That's
at
what
a
that's
time,
what you're
man.
confused. That's the name of antiquity.
Really tell us if he's Caribbean or American.
Yeah, is he a Caribbean man, Mel? Is he a
Don't know.
Caribbean man?
She don't even know.
Hey, what's up, Diamond?
She has no clue.
I think she has clues.
Okay, my dad, the only thing I know is that he has a fucking.
She doesn't know him. She doesn't have a clue.
Has a clue. I think she knows, and she just won't say it. You can just say it, Strawberry.
The only thing that I know about my dad is that yes, we can go to the Bahamas for free, and he does have like.
Yes, Bahamian. There it is.
Tell you something. He has that little house, and it's a
I knew
One mic, yo, one mic.
And guess whose name he put it in? My ass. And he didn't put in my name. He's not dead yet. So it's giving like I gotta take care of this, like whatever. Like I'm not gonna lie, like he's not.
Venus, did she say what I think she just said?
What?
Did she think?
Give her another chance, Darby. Give her another chance.
Like, bro, she's got to stop saying these trigger words.
No chance.
Like answer a direct question. Like
I gave her more chances than I need to, honestly.
She's giving Timu Hillary.
Like, just stop saying these trigger words, bro. You can't say and you can't say the D word, DEAD, DIE, DEATA, DEATH. You can't say these words. You can't say KILL. You can't cuss. You can't say anything that is explicit.
Okay.
Pretend like you're a Baptist church.
Y'all wasn't going to bed until she turned that camera on.
Yeah, I was about to say, y'all see some mixed persuasion in the camera. Now y'all want to keep her.
They think they just cook already.
Y'all see them features. Y'all see what's in the camera right now. Now it's time for her to stay. Right.
And it is Venus. When I look at her,
I'm the most evilest person you could ever meet. I promise you, I'm the worst fucking person you could.
Trying to admit something,
Yes, I
you ain't
do.
got no
Like,
power.
I paid
So it's
my-
not gonna leave your ceiling. Whatever you're talking about ain't about to leave the
How do I
ceiling.
not have
It ain't
power?
going. It's not gonna leave the ceiling. Because if that's what your daddy looked like, the portal that you do that.
Well, I don't even talk about it. All I want to do
You
is get him out
definitely
of
don't got no power. So don't get up here and try to gaslight and fake your spiritual. Don't do that.
Huh? What is going on? I have no idea. But
$40,000. They said clock it.
yeah, what?
What?
That's what the foreigners do. They use our slang first. That's the first thing they listen in. They're fouling that from her, but they try to catch our slang, which is our language or science of language. But they don't have the history or the genetic heredity to back it up. It leads to some far away land that they know nothing about.
Something. The words that you're speaking, are you doing this are you doing it somewhere where it like really matters at, or are you just like, hey, I just want to like shit on her? Like, do you do this like?
All right, goodbye. Goodbye.
Man, she was doing so well. She's doing so well.
Like, goodbye,
Now,
dude.
see, Oklahoma is filled with people that look like her. That's what I was like saying earlier. Filled with people that look like her. That's what I was like saying earlier. Like, of course, there's always in between, your whatevers. But like, when you look at her, I can see both YT and I can see black. But when I look at like somebody like Venus, I only see black. I don't really see YT at all. Maybe you see a little. Other than that, I don't really, I can definitely. Oklahoma's filled with like YT and black like her.
Samuel, doesn't matter the region, like if it's a black and southeastern white mixture, where they have a bit more black and native ancestors. Oh, maybe have a bit more black and native ancestors. Oh,
YT, bro.
YT, white native ancestors. Oh,
YT.
Is there a difference?
I think if it's Black American, to a degree, we have a pretty prominent phenotype across most of the Americas. Of course, we look different and unique, but we all still have somewhat similar. When I see him get with a YT person, I see a very similar mix. Now, of course, there's also different mixes and other mixes from there, but but I see her style or aesthetic a lot. Now, I dated somebody who was a Bermuda. She was a black person from Bermuda, very light skinned, and the dad was African. And she really resembled more like Yatila. The eyes were smaller, whereas her eyes were a lot more big and almond. The lips were smaller, except hers were a little bit more big. So I think there's going to be different types of traits that, of course, follow. You just kind of have to look and pay a little bit more attention.
Oklahoma's full of women who like Quincy Jones' daughter.
That's all.
Daughter.
That's all.
I'm from Belgium. They ain't no way in hell they look like that.
Yeah, the strawberry lady with the Bahamian dad, she said her dad's from Alabama or Atlanta. I don't remember. She couldn't even remember what it was called, Atlanta or Alabama. So I'm like, yeah, that's a telltale sign your dad's probably.
Yeah, because majority.
They start to get triggered because then they got to come up with a new lie, a new thought. You know what I'm saying? Storyline to jump onto it and saying just by virtue of it, they can't do that part that quick on off the cuff because it's not available to pull from. You see what I'm saying? That's like.
Hold on, who's talking about the spiritual community right now, dude? Like, hold on, let's see my mic's going off. Who's talking about the spiritual community right now? Like, what are we talking about?
All right, look.
Where are you from? First of all, where are you from? What's your ethnicity, yo?
First of all, nigga, listen, bro.
Like, why are you cussing on my panel, yo? Watch your mouth. Very spiritual, you. Watch your mouth.
All right.
Very spiritual, you. Watch your mouth.
So what topic are we on, everybody?
I got a prompt. I got a prompt.
But y'all weirdest.
Watch your mouth, dude. I'm
a grown man. You can't tell me watch my.
Hey, I'm telling you, watch your mouth.
I don't.
I'm telling you, watch your mouth. How about that, boy? Get your weird self off my panel. Watch your mouth before you actually deal with some real spirits. How about that? You on the phone? Bet. Yeah, his deep voice. Yeah, all that growling. Yeah, like you ain't intimidating nobody, boy. I'll send some spirits to snatch your soul out your body. Yeah, instead of talking about who on the phone in.
God, you don't see ethnicity or race. Oh, please let this.
Yeah, he was crashing out. All that growling.
Next crash out right here.
All right, for sure. All right, Maurice, where you from? What's your ethnicity? You?
I'm from Philly.
Shout out to Philly.
You know who we are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really I don't like to go by that, but I guess I'm American. African American.
You think DNA tests are accurate?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
You So West Africans have haplogroups that are you haplogroups that the wind real loud. All right, so you don't believe it. Okay, so all right, so you don't believe it. Okay, so you blank Black Americans are American Indian?
Black Americans are American?
Indigenous to America, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, dude. All right, Sam, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
How you doing, brother? I'm from Ohio. How everybody doing today, y'all?
I'm doing all right. You?
Right. Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. I got drop some jewels if I may, because I got a lot of stuff to do.
Hold on. What's your thoughts on the prop?
I'm a Tatanese Indian, brother. A Tatanese American Indian.
All right, cool. I got a prop though. What's your thoughts?
Oh yes, sir. Some of my thoughts dealing with eyesight. You know what I mean? You're gonna have people in your family from generations and so forth. Your uncle might be dark skinned, more darker than you. You might have a father. I'm speaking from experience. Who's really, you could trace your genealogy, your family tree to your American Indian roots. But yeah, his father, his mother was raped and his father was red.
You can't say these trigger words, Joe. My good, I think y'all doing this on purpose. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know nothing about the TikTok about trigger words, so let me just get to the point. I apologize about that. But I was just basically saying I don't know about trigger words, so I apologize about that. But thank you for pointing that out to me. But so I will actually say that, you know what I mean, the eye test, we don't know about all that because you could go around and see family members who are not consciously, and they could be dark skinned as you don't know what, and they still not conscious about who they are, and yet they still might have other DNA in them. But we as a whole, we have a mixture of that DNA in us. So some might come out light, some might come out dark, but actually the genealogy might be stronger in the light than the dark. And you know what I mean, and mentally, spiritually, and physically. But that's besides the point. I'm just basically, we have to mature past that. But if you don't really put Obama passed the rights of indigenous people. That's the one thing he did. We were supposed to really tell the truth about everything before he left office, and he didn't. So now we're in the stage now where we're not understanding the private and the public and what's moving on. And some presidencies were de facto on some of them that we're in now in the de jure. So some of them have to play devil's advocate. They can't tell you, hey, we got to give everything back to you. So what they're doing is they forcing you to be the diamond you are. All the stuff people saying, oh, you being attacked in the public. When you move into the private and you move into your time, and us, we have a beneficial blessing or favor in us, because when we move into the private, we can also claim our Tatanese status too to protect us in that private. So, but we have to really make sure that you put that down in your county records, because where you was born at, or maybe even where you reside at, and what you're doing, where you choose, or where you domicile, where you choose to do your place of business, your living, etc. But if you still connected to your city, or you still from that, everything that was set up there is in there. The bankruptcy courts, the probate courts, the vital statistics, all that. So when you put that down in that county record, miscellaneous, or however they let you put it down, when you put down your Tatanese, or however you want to put indigenous birthright, and you go back as far as you can based off of if you did take DNA testing, if you believe in it or not, if you did your family tree, is the best way. But if whatever you putting down and you claiming, you have that right to claim, because they're in this tree, they got our records better than we got our records. They not about to dispute that. I promise you that. They're not about to dispute that. So, but you have to properly put it down. We could talk about it, and it's good that we talking about it, because.
And if we put it down,
go ahead, bro.
What happens when we put it down?
I'm going.
Oh, your bad connection is bad, Sam.
I do have a bad connection. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I'm talking about Samuel.
You asked a question, good brother. So Samuel, what happens is that I'm gonna make a scenario. Then I'm gonna basically show you how to do it. That's how I could teach. That's the only way I could do it, because that way it's gonna be embedded with you properly. Let's say you're in the belly of the beach, you're in the penitentiary. The strongest of the guys, he might be feared and respected. He might have some type of this net, but the guy that the most people respect is that jailhouse lawyer. The CEO is gonna come to you. How you doing, Mr. Sam? You okay today? Boom, boom, boom. All the guys from every gang gonna come up to you. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, brother? The heads of that. Hey, did you get that when my wife sent you? You get that when my mama sent you? Okay, here's gonna bring you a box of cigarettes tomorrow or whatever. Because that guy, I mean, he's been through the fire. He might can't get himself out, but he could get you out because the reason why is because he went through the fire and he messed up his own case. So it's not so much that he's getting people out because he know their case, but he knows the technicalities of what not to fall into or what the courts are expecting. So, you know what I mean? So in saying that is when you know how to properly, that you could do processes and stuff like that, but they're going to come to you and test you and see, can you stand on what you're saying? Do you know how to do all that stuff? And saying that to say that we didn't win our civil rights by rest in peace, Dr. King. You know what I mean? Marching and Malcolm X, rest in peace, you know what I mean? Ruffling some feathers. We won it because of people like Thurgood Marshall with the NAACP when he became part, and especially when he became part of the United States Supreme Court, SCOTUS, and things like that, when he was helping the college kids, you know what I mean? Going there and sitting on public places. And, yes.
So you're saying that when we put it down, we'll be able to basically be absolved of certain things in court. Some of the similar things the Moors have been saying forever when they're sovereign citizens, kind of thing. You're just using autochthonous as the label now.
That doesn't work at all. That does not work at all. Sovereign citizenship does not work at all.
No, I'm not
keep trying to do that is not going to work.
I'm not saying so. I'm not saying that, my brother. You have to hear what I'm saying because I can't really get into certain things around the way things are being paid for people.
You said basically when you go into the system, they're going to test you. I remember listening to Sister Valera L. Bay when she talked about some of the same stuff. A lot of the people back in them days, they talked about the same thing. The courts are going to test you to see if you're going to stand on your square, all this other stuff. Right. I just don't want that stuff to kind of get mixed up with the information with the Indians because y'all putting this autochthonous thing on there and now y'all trying to mold yourself into this crowd, and I just don't like that.
No, but that basically autochthonous, well, they really try to change that word autochthonous and indigenous, right? Because my father, his death certificate of unalive, I guess I'm trying to be of unalive says autochthonous. I had to correct that. And when I corrected that, the Black funeral home in my city where very, very, being grateful for my family was like, man, you going places. We went in there, we corrected that, we understand. It was like the one was like, you're gonna be so powerful, brother, in your journey. Wish you so much. And when you understand how to really properly go into, like I was saying, the federal courts. You cut me off, but I was trying to answer your question. But sometimes when you cut people off, that flow right there is the answer that you was really looking for. So basically, what I'm saying is that when these people were going to the federal courts, they were winning their civil rights by going to the federal courts because the public, if you're on somebody's private property, they could do what they want to do to you on their private property. They're going to alive you if they want to. But when you go into a public thing, it's a standard. So when they was going to the federal courts, they probably got turned down by a federal judge, like you didn't file this right. So they had to go back, do their homework. And they came back in and the judge like, yeah, I'm going to grant this. And that's how they was getting them because they was hurting the people who do what they want to do to you. I'm going to grant this. And that's how we was winning our civil rights. We have a standard. The federal courts know who you are. They're not going to tell you who you are, but they know who you are. So when you go into them federal courts and you're going to get your remedy in the civil rights, and you put the best time to put that on that record. When you put that, when that affidavit is already in that county recording office. Yes, I'm trying to tell you, when that affidavit is really in it, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not, without going into real, I'm trying to give y'all some jewels. When you put that affidavit, a status of who you are.
And of course, changing statuses, that's what Moore's talked about. All I'm going to say is you can't be upset.
But I don't want to say no sovereign, none of that. That's not.
I was going to say, I will say, like, yeah, you can put affidavits in to courts and let them know that you're indigenous, autonomous, whatever. Like that's what tribes do. They
no,
put in that.
They'd be like more sovereign, right?
Yes,
nah, you're just putting the affidavit and let you know that you're indigenous.
No, it has to go through Congress.
No, dude, one second. You can put an affidavit in. That's what tribes do. Literally, tribes let the courts know, like, we're this tribe.
There you go, brother. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what tribes do. Yeah, he said if he's what you're putting in the affidavit, you're letting the court system know, like, hey, I'm a person that descends from this tribe. Here's that,
No,
and
you
they
guys
recognize.
can't just
Oh,
do that.
dude, relax. Relax. You
Because you
didn't
guys
have
are wrong.
you haven't even introduced yourself. Dude, I literally tell you
Fine.
this is the same thing the Cherokee had to do. This is the same thing the Muskogee had to do. This is the same thing all these tribes have had to do,
Had
dude.
to go
You put
through
a
Congress.
you put that the affidavit, dude. This is how you get
It has
recognized. This is how you get recognized as an indigenous person. You have to get after you put an affidavit into the court, and you're also recognized by different tribes as well. Like, golly, bro. Literally, you put an
it still
affidavit.
has to go through Congress.
Oh my God, you don't have to go through Congress to get recognized, bro.
This had your chat
Oh,
GPT.
you don't have to go through Congress. Hello, happy Friday.
Hey,
Had your chat GPT.
None of, any of you part of a tribe?
yeah, Lila's up here.
I'm Cherokee Nation. What's it to you?
You're Cherokee.
Hi, hello. Who are you? Hi, I said hello. Just gonna ask me about my
And
nationality. Like, who are
I'll
you?
stand corrected. You know what I'm saying? Look,
None
if
of
it's
none of
talking
Who are you?
about
Hi, my name is Lila. Hello, happy
None of
Friday.
y'all
I'm in Los
indigenous.
Angeles. Who are you?
Yeah, the
Who are
affidavit is
you?
the difference what the
I'm
Morsi
Tiwa.
talked about.
Okay,
Who are
okay.
you? Are you a
I'm
refugee?
Tiwa.
Are you a refugee?
I'll stand
Refugee
corrected
from
on
what?
this, Sam. If I'm putting you in the Moors category, that's
So,
my
Mike,
fault
you're
on
a
that.
refugee? Are you a refugee?
No, I'm not a refugee.
I'm
I'm
African
American.
American, bitch
So,
ass
I'm
okay,
Native
nigga.
American.
so
I'm
where are
African
you from?
American,
Why would I be a
bitch.
refugee?
I don't know. You
Hold
sound,
on,
you got an accent.
You got an accent too.
Anyway, I'm not interested in you. Like, what is that? What
hey,
are you?
Lila.
Anyway, hi, Darvid. How are you?
I'm Tiwa.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on the problem, Lila?
Let's see. DNA tests are inaccurate. Oh God, yeah. DNA tests. I mean, especially if they don't have anyone in their database. Like, who are they comparing with? For the most part, ancestors, especially like anyone before the 1980s, there's no samples in these databases. So with DNA, they talk about genetic markers, but DNA samples are contaminated usually after 6 months. I mean, what can you do with it? So DNA is, I think it's something, but what can you do with it? So DNA is, I think it's something that's just kind of, it's not used properly when we're talking about genealogical records. And it says there's no such thing as ancient West Africa. I just think they just did a really poor job of documenting their history for a culture that claims to be so advanced. I'm just like, why are there no records? Like, so that just shows an uncivilized society, because civilized society have accounting records. Like I said, things are accounted for. So I don't know where they're going with that. Where are West Africans truly from? I think a lot of them migrated from East and Central Africa, maybe even from the North. But, you know, displacement happens, people travel. And I just think they don't have any evidence of being there. But we're just supposed to accept that they are just there before a time immemorial. But I think essentially, I think Kemet has a more ancient culture that is worthy of being discussed, hieroglyphs, artifacts, like that makes more sense. I just think they did a really good job with, you know, their books, and that's so that's an example of civilization that goes back thousands of years, and they did a good job with that. You cannot use a DNA test to Cherokee Nation does not accept that. And again, who are they testing against? If you have to do a DNA test for your own family because you're having your own family disputes with maybe your parents, may make sense to, you know, but other than that, you will need an affidavit if your parents are still alive to say, yes, this is my child, X, Y, and Z, when you're trying to enroll. And so that's happening right now because of all of the racial discrimination that happened with Cherokee Nation. It didn't work out with them, you know, and siding with the Neanderthal colonials. And then Black Americans Black Americans are American Indian. Black is denotation of a caste system. Color codes for caste, white tea represents privilege. So when people say, oh, you're acting white tea, they mean you're acting privileged, like you're wealthy, but it has nothing to do with skin color. We are copper colored, we are richly melanated, and that can vary. But for the most part, we're not BLK like in color. That's just denoting a caste system, denoting disenfranchisement, people that were displaced, people that suffered human rights violations.
Nigga gotta get used to motherfucking.
Oh, he was up here causing a
It
storm.
was mumble. What did they say?
Hey, he must not know he's up here.
What did he say? He was mumbling.
Dre, you there? Oh, he must not be at his phone. Yeah, he's right.
They're not all the way here. It's Friday. I guess people are tired. But thank you. Yeah, so we're Cherokee Nation. Most part, my entire maternal side of my family, from my grandmother to all the way to her sisters and their grandchildren, great grandchildren, we're all enrolled in the tribe. We have voting privileges. We get all the benefits, whatever Cherokee Nation is willing to offer. I think at some point, once we kind of like really understand what it means to be repatriated, then we'll go the next step and we'll do some things with the land. And from what I understand, there's oil or Tulsa that we just need to really tap into. I just don't think we have anybody in our community that really knows what to do next. So this is just a whole other plateau. But what's happening with Muskogee is really interesting. I have one of my brothers, his cousins is really involved with that. And so I'm glad to see the Muskogee making progress. And I think they're starting to realize that they have to do right, because the policies they made based on racial discrimination is just unconstitutional. So the Muskogee are making progress because Cherokee Nation leads the way. And they also see that money that is being allotted once the tribes adhere to the treaties. And now that the treaties are, finally being respected, now Cherokee Nation can move forward with having its delegate in Congress. We were promised a delegate seat in the U.S. Congress. So the United States is still expanding. We're still part of the history making that's going on right now. So I'm just happy to be a part of that. And so we're going to do what's best for our family, and I hope you all do what's best for yours.
All righty. Michelle, so the native dude left? Oh, left. Oh, I guess. All right. But yeah, the lives are just to let people know, the lives are strict around here. No cussing, talk friendly language. So yeah. And yeah, folks got
to gift the host, and thank you for those that gave the gifts. We all benefit. The host benefits when we all get gifted as well. So thank you for that.
So, what's up? We got the life up here. Oh, thank you for the lights, hanging lights. Thanks, native. The life of TK. Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Yeah. Hi, the life. Hello.
Hey,
Hey, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I am from Alabama. I am American Indian.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the panel?
I'm just want to say,
On the prompt. My bad. The thoughts on the prompt. My bad. Go ahead.
I do want to say, thank you for sharing the light about the, indigenous American, because it ain't been talked about, from back then, but now.
No.
It
must be my.
But it's a little. It might be a little distorted, but I can hear you.
She sound distorted on my end. But go ahead.
I said, I think y'all sharing.
Oh, that's better now.
I'm thankful that y'all sharing a good light about, the indigenous American Indian, because, my mom and cousin, they had sit and talked to me about indigenous American Indian, who I am, and my cousin really had educated me about it, and she let me know that I was indigenous American Indian, and my nana and papa, they're American Indian, and also as my neck, my neck. So yeah. stayed like my papa. He stayed in Alabama, like in the country, and with my nana too as well. Um, I don't really know a lot of history on my nana side, but my nanny she stayed in Alabama here too, and I don't really know a lot of history about my nanny mother. He cause back then she didn't have a job back then. She was picking cotton back then.
Okay.
And like me and my mom and my nanny, especially my grandma, we lived in Alabama. We stayed in Alabama. So yeah, that's really my story.
Thank you for sharing.
You welcome.
Hey, what's Freckles? Where are you from? What's your ethnicity? Freckles, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm from Uruguay and I'm Native American from South America.
Hey, all right. What's your thoughts on the prompt?
I wanted to say culturally, where I'm from in Uruguay, I'm really close to the borders of Brazil. And in the Brazilian Portuguese language, not we, because I don't live there, but it's just a thing. But there's a lot of Black people in Brazil, but it's just common to refer to anybody who's not white as Indio or India, which translates to Indian. But I just wanted to say that in South America, both Native people who traditionally would be associated at least with being Native, and Black people are both seen as indigenous, even in spirituality and like spiritual terms. I just wanted to say that.
Alrighty, for sure. Hey, what's up, Yaya?
Hey, how are you? Good
I'm
morning
good.
from
You?
California. We're still in the AM over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot y'all in the past over there. Let me stop.
We so in the future, we in the past.
Oh, oh, my throat. Ugh.
What's up, Yaya?
Hey, Samuel, I didn't see you up there in the corner.
You high now?
Venus must be cooking her bush meat.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure I'll eat that.
Came up here because of the last young lady that was speaking. I couldn't hear her. I didn't know if you guys could hear her. I don't know if she was low or something.
People gonna be sick setting our people up like this. Setting our people up like what?
It's talking about the black word.
May I say something?
He should go take a pill.
May I say something? May I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I don't want to get into my testimony, but my background was very, very harsh and allowed me to understand this situation, like very political, very world news, all that. That's why I'm all incognito to help out. I've done a lot. Well, you know what I mean? When it comes to status, I had to do status correction to protect myself and my life. But what I've done, UCCs, non-UCCs, business trust, trademark, registration of the name, putting in the trust, doing this, doing that, learning how to do bonds and stuff like that. From my experience, basically my testimony, when I came across a brother, I think it was on Instagram, and he was speaking the American Indian, boom, 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 which of course, you know what I mean, it was embedded in me, and I already put down my autochthonous private protected civilian status in my county. I didn't really know how to truly activate it. It was just something I put down. I didn't know if I really would have needed to come back to it. And this time, just as this now, being in the federal courts myself, being respected as such. But when I really started understanding what the brother was saying, how they was in their fiduciary duties, and when you put that down, and I'm telling you, when things start moving, and it could be in your spiritual essence, the ancestors like, yeah, about time, let's go. And everything that's going on right now in the time for where I think we're being misled by agents to talk about reparations, where when we come back into what the sister was saying, the Cherokee Nation, when you come back, it's restoration. So when anybody who knows about cars or whatever and anything, whatever you talk about, you repair a car, okay, you just repairing this and then you're getting a part. But when you're restoring the car, you're restoring it back to its proper state. And the only way that we could claim restoration to be internationally recognized is when we start claiming back our proper state. Then we can seek full restoration. And and we in at times for where they was like, hey, we telling you that these people over here, even though they native, they native. You know what I mean? We can't say they not native, but y'all Tatanis. Y'all come from the dirt. When the creator created y'all right here on North of Mexican, y'all came, they couldn't put y'all together until they made y'all declare the dirt. And that's when they was able to fully create you properly. You see what I'm saying? So when we understand that, go ahead, bro. Was you saying something?
Black if the chat don't because someone is emotional. What? Who's emotional about what? Who's emotional about being black? I was about to say who?
Them agents. You can't. We trying to grow. We can't fall into agents. I thought you was asking me. We can't fall into them agent stuff. Don't fall for that. But
What does that mean? Hold on. What does that mean, y'all, when you said your mama?
My mother.
You said black is lack, and I said your mama.
It's the lack. It literally is. That's why it rhymes. It's the
and your mama.
light. And your mama. Yeah, and my mom is a brown. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, I want to say this. You said DNA test is inaccurate, and I want to ask this question.
Hey, why are you so? Just calm down. Who are you? Hello.
My name
Good
is
morning.
Good
Happy
morning.
Friday.
Happy Friday.
Calm down. Sam
Yeah.
was still speaking. We interrupted him. Thank you.
No, I mean, long as we are long as people who really needed to get the message understand that. I don't mean to cut anybody else off too, because I just went back to listening.
For sure.
But we really, once we really claim, and we have to do it. We need to hear this. I really don't want to get into it, but I'm glad that y'all listening. So when you go into 28 USC 300, not just 15 but 10, and it classifies a person, it's going to tell you individual Indian, a trust, a corporation, a state, and so forth. And you can utilize all that to do business with the public. But as an individual Indian, coming back into your private capacity, we have that right, what I was saying before, as the rights of indigenous people. You see what I'm saying? So now we actually have to claim in our individual Indian, because we being disenfranchised, and we being by violence and extreme war and hate and hatred and segregation. We've been disenfranchised. When you just don't know your native tongue. And I say this to say, because my ex-wife, she's Rwandan, and we was at a wedding, and I was listening to the kids in front of us from Rwanda. They were speaking English so fluently. I'm like, do they speak she said, no, they don't speak their native tongue. I said, they only been here for 5 or 6 years. They don't speak. She said, nah, they lost their ways. She said, well, my daughters have their kids. She said, I'm gonna make sure they speak their native tongue. And so for us to be disenfranchised, and like the one sister just got on here and said, of course you native and Indian, like people who know, but we don't know our native tongues anymore. We don't know for the brutality of being segregated or assimilated for what we have to learn as the individual Indian. So you have to claim it personally first. You got to put it on paper. If you don't put it on paper and defend yourself on paper first, then as a whole, collectively, they're not going to deny you, because they know the Catholic Church, Vatican, the Mormons, they know your bloodline. They know your ancient bloodline. They're not going to deny you, but you have to claim it. They're not going to want you to take that DNA test, because it's going to go back to ancient biblical. I'm not going to get into that, but it's going to go back farther for you really to claim and understand and why.
DNA go back to ancient biblical.
Well, what I'm saying is the family tree. What the Mormons would do, the Mormons would actually, if you write the Mormon church, which is a private church, and you ask them basically about, I'm supposed to be in do it because the sister of mine is very powerful. She was telling me keep on do that. But basically, what they did for her, they went back and traced her ancient biblical family tree back into tribes of Judah, the tribes of Israel, all that.
Where they get those samples from?
But they
See, because that sound like a Ponzi scheme to me.
No, what I'm trying to they have 508 church.
I don't, even more so, even definitely then. So where did they get these samples from?
Well, they have our history. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The people, the powers that be, have our history.
The people that just got here in the 1940s.
The Vatican, they have they know who we are. Yeah, they know who we are. Just like you learn.
I think y'all give these people too much credit. These people are over here running scams.
No, we're not giving them credit. We talk about how to use everything and it's putting everything in its proper
Yeah, but
state.
if they sit here saying we can connect you to your biblical ancestors, with what DNA? What database?
Put it like this. Just like you know who you are, you don't think somebody else don't. That's still in your birthright.
But no, I was very clear with what samples are they comparing to. So for example, you watch Mari, they're trying to figure out who's the child's father. They took the father, they took the child, and they test and compare for analysis. Who did they have to compare?
Who they have to compare? Okay, so
for which biblical ancestor did they dig up? What site? What DNA did they use? So the thing is like this stuff is a joke. And so people are paying good money because my thing is this: to tear somebody away from their dollar, you're gonna make somebody part from their dollar with what? Like so it's a business. It's a business.
I never said you had to pay.
It's a Ponzi scheme.
I never said you had to pay. I never said that.
Okay, sir. So yeah, people just sitting around just collecting, and then they're comparing it with what? They just doing it for the kindness of their heart. They just sitting there doing it. It's a business, sir.
Okay,
but you're speaking on somebody else's experience and they're not here, or the institution or the company or agency, what have you. So who are they testing the DNA results?
I can speak on my own experience then. I can speak on my own experience being in the federal courts myself and doing what I got to do. It's not when you make your claim, even though you might not be all the way 110% because you've been disenfranchised, they're not going to argue. Silence is acquiescence. It's not going to be arguing. I'm going to tell you. I want to tell you because coming up from the projects, ancestry, my grandmothers, and telling me exactly about their fathers, the Indian ancestry, my father's father, and the Indian ancestry, which allowed me to make my claims.
What are your claims? When you say you're in the federal courts, what are you saying? When you say I'm in the federal courts, what does that mean?
Okay. I'm going to thank you for asking that. I don't want to get too deep into all this, but I will summarize it real quick. I ended up at 19 years old. My uncle was running from a misdemeanor trespass. He was running from a racist cop that threatened to kill me a couple times before this incident.
Just say that you don't have to go into details. You can just say you represented yourself pro bono in court cases. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, through that experience, surviving that assassination attempt, being shot 5 times, hit me.
Just the basics. That's why I said just the basics.
I went through a journey.
Sam, hold on, Sam. We are asking about DNA. We asked you, why did you say you're part of this federal? All you had to say is you've been to prison. It's like, we don't need to know your case. I don't need to know your address or your social security.
A lot of people get offended.
But the thing is, we're having a conversation. People are trying to follow along.
You gotta use you can't say.
You're using violent language. Just say you went through when you say you was in the federal court, say you went to prison, okay? Or we don't need to know the details of your case.
So using your autochthonous status was utilized to use yourself. I mean, to represent yourself pro bono in court. That's all.
No, not at that time. Not at that time. But during the strength of what the Lord Yahweh has allowed me to go through, the strength of me for the day at this time, me and my people, and the respect that I got in my community, in my city, from public servants and alike, you know what I mean? That had to come with understanding a lot. I didn't understand this part until later on, but using parole against me when I came home, and you know what I mean, it was learning to start my status correction and things like that. I learned so much in my journey, you know what I mean, and to help people, you know what I mean, things like that. Because when he said he gives you control of your city, I earned my respect on that note. But it wasn't so much physical. What it was spiritual with the Lord and mental also. So being able to do all that, and now that I've reached so dealing with a situation running on my way to my employment, the troopers didn't have anything against me. I had to do not detain, everything's private and trust, everything, this and that. He said, well, dang, I'm going to make sure parole puts you away as long as possible. And that's what I went through another situation. I learned later how to do the bonds, especially with the registration of my name, birth certificate name, put in the business trust. I did the bonds to get myself out of that situation. And when I started the civil suit on these,
and that's cool. Just real quick, that's cool.
Right.
But claiming your autochthonous status has to do more than just help us with judicial system issues. It has to do something with our everyday life, which I like. That's kind of where I figured, like, where you were going with it. I can understand where Darby was going with, as far as if you're claiming the status of a sovereignty or autochthonous status amongst people to start a tribe, so that way you can absolve yourself of taxes, absolve yourself from certain legal things that we don't have to deal with, so that way we can work differently within the current economic environment. That's cool, but like you just talking, that's why I was trying to figure out where you were coming from.
No, give me 1 second to cut my oven off. I'm baking some fish. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I want to burn up.
All righty. but yeah. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. But yeah, the affidavit was like for a tribe. I'm like, yeah, I'm a member of this tribe. In the state, the courts in that area can recognize you as a member of that tribe and stuff like that. So.
Okay, well, I'm saying it like this, my brother. Like, on top of basically when we establish our rights, and I'm going to help y'all out here. I didn't really want to get this deep into things, but when you really move into the private, and the brother Amir, he's right on point, because I didn't want to. He finally came out and really started speaking some truth and giving some game out, but I was already on that myself, because when you understand how to move in the private, you do. So when the judge was like, hey, you coming in the trust or you coming individually? I know they violated your trust. I know they violated everything to get to you and violate your constitutional rights. And I had to make a correction, apologize to the court or whatever this and that. But one thing that I did do on my affidavit, Darvin, was beautiful, because I told him, I said, hey, you got to come in, you got to let them know you're not an enemy of this country, or you're not an enemy of any kind. I'm going to drop some jewels to you, what my mentor dropped to me, and I was able to use it inside the court case. Now, as men, you get a selected service number. Women don't get it, but men do, because they're going to be first to send you to war and things like that. You go to selectedservice.gov. I'm giving y'all some jewels here. Please use it. So I'm with selectedservice.gov, and you get your fill out the information, get your selected service number. Get that selected service number, and it's a reason for all this stuff, but I'll explain that to y'all if y'all want to get in touch with me privately.
Talking about like what?
Exactly. It's
I'm trying to help you. Hold up, sister, please.
Yes, sir.
Please,
That's why I knew what it was.
What's happening?
Please, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help, because when we go and fight our right, when we go into our rights, and I was explaining earlier, when you go into you gotta, like you said, federally recognized. You gotta federally recognize yourself as an individual Indian, because we've been disenfranchised. That's what I'm talking about.
Just get back with me in the back end, so that way I can tell y'all the rest about it, and I might have you charge, X amount of dollars.
I'm giving it to you for free, because
Do you
A whole panel with what you're talking about. I'm not.
Yeah, he's talking. I know what he's talking about. Yeah.
I'm bored. I did not hear this.
All right, for sure.
Thank you.
Wow. Blah blah blah. What's the word, Sam?
It's up. Other than that, it sounds a lot like, at least the way that he's spilling it, it sounds a lot like the St. Moritz kind of stuff to a degree. It's basically, hey, I'm going to spit off all these talking points, talk about UCC codes, this, that, and the third, that maybe a lot of these people don't know. And then, hey, get with me later, you know what I'm saying? And we can kind of go over even more information. And then that's when the other kind of stuff happens. I'm cool with sovereignty. In fact, once you start like a little small city or a town, or even a tribe within, a current jurisdiction of a city or a town, I think there's still ways to go about doing that. I hadn't looked all the way into it as far as affidavits and stuff like that, but I could just kind of smell those guys whenever they're around. I could just kind of smell them coming, his angle. So I mean, he's cool to a degree, but I don't like people coming in trying to sell people. I knew that the sales pitch was coming. That get with me later, just get with me on the back end. It's always coming.
Oh, you there? Yeah.
It's me. Sorry, I was in the comments. I literally tuned him out because he sounds like one of those people that got a piece of paper on his license plate and don't roll his window down and be telling him he don't need a driver's license. He's
I'll be
traveling.
back.
So, and all these Pan Africans, Pan Indians, all you panties. Y'all need to study who Pan was. Y'all need to study the English language and see who controls it and who runs it and who rules it and who creates the definitions. Guys are goofy in them comments.
Yeah, my name is Melchizedek Mokure, anyways, and I'm here to clarify on this. A lot of you guys are saying DNA is fake, DNA is a scam, it's a pyramid scheme. And I want to let you guys know this. Have you ever used a hospital? And if you have, there's a good chance your care already relied on DNA. And even if you didn't notice, DNA is used in diagnosing infections, matching blood transfusion, checking organ compatibility, and screening newborns for rare disorders, which of course we all rely to.
Say the K word, Kill, or am I tripping? I mean, if not, I'll bring him back around. But am I tripping, or is that what you just said? Anyways, if that is what you say, you cannot say trigger words up here. The African, I don't know if you want to bring it back, but the African with the thick accent or whatever the refugee was talking about, who cares what he's talking about? He's talking about modern medicine and using hospitals. We're talking about genetic DNA. We're talking about how that's being used. We're talking about modern medicine. I guess that's what he was getting into. So I'm not interested in what he has to say. He doesn't matter. He should probably go take a DNA test for his own parents. Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, and then what's it to you? Like, whether we are or aren't, what's it to you? Like, what can you do? Like, you see this as some type of like social hierarchy and caste, and you just don't want melanated Americans to have anything over you. And we got so much more than you, so you don't matter. Like, I'm not explaining myself to a refugee. Like, go get your status together and good luck, because that travel ban is coming. Trump is getting y'all out of here. Good riddance.
Hey, can you say the S word up here, SLAV? Darby. Did Darby walk away? Okay. So here's the thing. The thing about that word black, we gotta stop saying that. That's the point why I came up here. That thing legally is not good. If the goal is status correction, get to that. Okay? Don't be trying to normalize and appropriate it. That's not cool. Okay? What's the point of even doing
Do
this?
you want me to bring you back around?
Yeah. Yeah, you
You
can
only
bring me
talk
back
for
on.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll bring you back around.
Okay, I got my grandbaby, but I think I'm gonna do this video real quick. A minute. What is it? A minute? Hold on, let me see. Let me get the camera.
When I handed Vi the certificate, she got extremely emotional about it. She wept, and it meant so very much.
People want to believe.
They want to believe they've gotten an answer.
And it's not fair of us to let them believe that we're giving them certain answers because scientifically, we just can't.
Now, you've looked at several of these companies that are doing these tests.
Yes.
Do you think that they explain what you just explained to us?
No, I don't think any of them does as good a job of pointing out the limitations. But, businesses often don't go around telling you how weak their product is.
This business of genetic genealogy is fraught
Hello? Hello?
All right, I'm back.
I feel like this, right? Push the word black. Y'all need to change what it legally means, okay, and what it's tied to legally. Because you saying that you are a perpetual slave. That's what you saying. And you also saying that all your rights is based off one amendment. And if they deem you a criminal, all of that is gone. You're not sovereign. You don't have a nation. You're saying that you're nothing. That's what you're doing, whether you want to believe it or not. Colored and black meant two different things in law. Two different things. They had two different rights. So anybody pushing that legally wants you to be done. Done. That's what they want. Don't matter the hype. Legally, if nobody changing it, you're done. Okay? Done.
All right, what's Indian style law dictionary?
Yeah, what's going on, fam? I'm doing something right now. You can go ahead and pass me. I'm taking care of something right quick.
All right, for sure. All right, for sure. So, what's? Go ahead. You want to respond, Yaya?
Yeah, I just if yeah, I want to respond. I just don't believe in colonization. I don't believe in that. And if you want someone to care about your feelings, you need to go talk to Barney, the big purple dinosaur. I don't care about your feelings. And if you want to do something for yourself and your family, then do it. What I say and what I do has nothing to do with you. And I don't go around doing what you do, telling people what to call themselves, telling them people to concentrate on this definition of this word. Do not let it have all its other definitions. Just your lowercase b is exactly what you say it is. I'm not a lowercase b. I'm a capital B, which is a noun. You know, nouns have capital letters. And you going around writing a lowercase b, you're talking about a color, an adjective, something describing something. So go talk to Barney about your feelings and let me be who I want to be. If I'm
This ain't
walking
about you.
myself into a burning building, let me burn. Goofy.
This ain't about you. You already made your decision.
It's
I'm
about
trying to.
everything.
You keep talking
Hold
to
on.
me.
I'm trying to
One
make sure
second.
that.
Then why you
One
keep
sec. One
talking to me,
second. Hold on.
Goofy?
1 second, yo. What does black mean in the Black Laws Dictionary?
No, it's not about Black Laws Dictionary.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
about.
what does black mean legally? Does anybody have a legal
Well,
definition? Hold on. Does anybody have a source for that? Does anybody have a source for that? Because black by itself is not in the Black Laws Dictionary.
There is.
It is.
No, you have
It's not.
black.
It's
No,
nowhere in there.
I'm looking at it right now. You have blackjack, blackmail, blacklist, black box, black mox model.
Yeah, and some
Black
earlier
box
versions,
traded.
Darvin. And some earlier versions.
All right, which version? I'm looking at the second edition right now.
What? Go to the first. Can you go to the first
The definition I saw it from it is denoting civility moritis in black. So
Yes.
black
Civility moritis does not mean black.
Hold on,
Black is the
somebody
Y'all
gonna
be
have
reaching.
somebody gonna have to show it then. Pull the source up.
Because
I'm looking at the second in the first edition. Hold on 1 second. I'm looking at the second first edition right now. Where is it at?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, somebody gonna have to show it.
They haven't been able to show me since 2022.
Y'all know me. I show sources. I ain't got no problem sourcing up. So if folks got a statement to say, then source up. We scholars, right? We scholars up here, right? So people gonna have to share their information. Source up.
Outside, people are saying that this is an emancipation. People said they were emancipated. Okay, emancipated. That means that you were a slave before the emancipation. And in law, you go to state laws, slave code laws, that the descendant of a slave through the mother you would be a perpetual slave. And slave code laws, that's what the whole 14th Amendment was supposed to be about, right? To give rights to the descendants of slaves, right? So even outside of the Black's Laws Dictionary, you're claiming to be a descendant of a slave legally. And by claiming to be a descendant of a slave,
Show that source. Y'all
Yeah,
just be talking.
I just okay. So where does
that your
hold on,
rights.
I'm looking at the Civil War II's definition right now. Where say black at? Black ain't nowhere in the definition.
So Darvin, I'll read this for you. No, black is a racial descriptor and it's not a legal term. It's sometimes hold on, I'm not finished. It is sometimes paired with civiliter mortis in discussions about historical and ongoing forms of social and legal disenfranchisement. We're literally having a social conversation here. We're talking about
where did you get that from?
So
who is the source of making that statement?
I'm looking at this online. So black and social disenfranchisement.
What is it? A dot?
So
is it a .gov?
I just said in discussions. It's paired.
Right. You just who cares what you read online?
Honey, well that's what it is. That's why it's used in a caste system.
Black I'm not in a caste system. Have you found your white tea man yet to work your land with you and marry you? You got married yet? And found your white tea man?
Yeah, we're starting with land
surveying. That's the last conversation we had. Oh, y'all married? You found you a white tea man that married you?
Yeah, I'm not married. We're doing land surveying.
Oh, that's what you said?
I thought you said you was only interested in yourself and your family. So
no, I'm asking you because you made it a public
continue,
statement on a social media platform.
And stay pressed about something I said
Black American men, but you was gonna find you a white tea man to share your land with. Now you on the internet making up stuff. That's a made up source.
Go do some yawning.
That's your made up source.
Yeah, for sure. So I was about to say. So we established that as a social term, not a legal term, right? So yeah, we established that black is a social term and not a legal term, right? So if it's a social term, then who cares? Who cares? It's a social term. It's not nothing legal about it. Who cares? Race is made up. Congratulations. Congratulations. Civil mortus says nothing about black in it. Nothing. Literally nothing. So what are people arguing about social terms? Indians is a social term. Like, what are we talking about? People arguing over nothing. Y'all sound like children, and I teach children. Huh? You think I want to talk about want to hear grown adults arguing over dumb shit? It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Go build your family up. It's about y'all families, bruh. Yeah, pull up a source then, Monty. Pull up a source then. If I'm just yapping, prove me wrong. Pull up a source. If I'm just yapping, then prove me wrong.
Okay, but are we not having a social conversation right now?
We're not having a legal conversation. We're not having a legal one. We were just having a legal one. So what does black have to do with a legal conversation? Nothing. It's a social term.
We're not in a court of law.
Absolutely nothing. People are in their
feelings. We're not in front of a George right now.
It's not even about feelings right now. People are arguing. People can't get their heads out their asses. Y'all the emotional ones. So if we're gonna be logical, right? If we're gonna be logical, Civil War II says nothing about black or nothing. Nothing. Literally nothing. I just looked at the definition. So if we're gonna conflate a social term in a legal setting, that means it's null and void. It's a moot point.
And I'm looking at the word
Thank you
black.
for the gift. That train was beautiful.
I'm looking at the word black and Control F on the first Black's Law Dictionary, first edition. I went through all 42 places where black is listed. I don't see dead in the eyes of the law. I don't see civil mortuus. I don't see none of that stuff. So y'all got some explaining to do. Y'all been going off of propaganda this whole time, being real.
Okay, Osiris, can I speak?
No, you spoke enough. You spoke enough.
No, it's not to argue with you, brother.
It's not. You spoke like we need to pass the mic around. You spoke enough.
This is kind of a combo between our people right now. Can you wow. Yeah, I just don't because I keep hearing our people say that we created English and we're the creators of English and our words are we have the power over our words, but then they saying black means this and that. So it's kind of contradicting itself. I don't know which one they can't. I don't know. They don't. They need to pick a side and stay on it. Either we created English and we decide what means what, or white people created English and they decide what means what. So.
And then and it's etymology, it don't even mean like you got Sanskrit, the Sanskrit version of black, which means divinity, right? And you got the Greek, the German version of black, which means pale. What are we talking about?
A pale. It's like, so we're using these words and we're trying to have a standard conversation, and we have all these varying definitions. And so when we're having a social conversation and I'm making a statement, that's what it is. It's like we're saying black is the absence of color, and then you're saying you're people of color. Okay, the absence of sunlight, and melanin is condensed sunlight. So we're just using these terms, and it's slang.
But melanin, the melanin has the term mela means black.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's like if we're talking, so given the context, like if we're in front of a judge and you're saying, "Oh, they did this to me because I'm black," like you're trying to claim racism, like that's not gonna hold. It's not gonna hold. But if
I
you
don't
say,
think they pay
"Hey,
that much
somebody
Understand
did
the
X, Y,
difference
and
between
Z,"
race and ethnicity. That's a problem in 2025.
Yeah.
That you guys can't get your brains to understand the difference between race and ethnicity and culture. And I'm calling it emotional, because why do you care what someone else is doing for themselves? Why don't you, if you disagree with them, why can't you agree to disagree and keep living your life and keep doing your social work for you and your people? Why does it matter? Why are you in your feelings about what someone else is doing for themselves when they're not anywhere on a platform telling anyone to follow them and to do what they're doing?
Right.
Color
I'll say
is
this. I can state what I want in the comments and didn't even know that it was affecting you, Yaya. So you're affected by something that wasn't even directed.
Wasn't even talking to you.
Yeah, but
No,
I'm saying you've been
saying
directing.
black is lack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that.
Because I don't attack anything that you did until after
But
you.
I did.
There
Did
was
I
no
add
reason
you?
there when you were on your
I have the right to make
Cherokee
a
and the
statement.
Cherokee this, and I'm enrolled and I'm doing this, and the nation you're enrolled with is the YT stab poke in the back Cherokees. I didn't say anything.
Much
I
of
let
the
you
United
do what
States
you want to
is.
do. Sign your
Much
papers.
of the United States
Shot,
is.
wow,
Infiltrated.
all over your land. No problem with that. I would never come out.
Yeah, but you were offended by something that wasn't even
attack
directed towards you, and that's your choice.
ATTACKU. But you just always have to make these ATTACKing at other people. You can't just stay in your lane. That's your problem. You can't stay in your lane and drive your car and mind your business. You can't. You always in somebody else's lane, looking in somebody else's car, swerving in their lane. That's the problem.
I don't even remember
with you.
Yeah, but you remember things that I said months ago on this app. So the thing is, I made a statement. I was really agreeing with not black.
I wasn't on this. You were in the comments. You said black is lack in the comments, and I said yo mama, and then you said it again, and I said yo greasy green.
Yeah, but yeah, you
That's
added
my
me.
right.
I'm not interested in you, honey. So I was talking to not black African. We were having a conversation.
Then say his name. That's your problem.
I'll do as I please.
Why don't you find? Why don't you find in the black law dictionary that black is unalive in law? Why don't you do that? You can't even post the source.
That's a choice. That's a choice.
All right, for sure. Monty got a sword. Oh yeah, Native. What's up, Native? Yeah, somebody put Monty next. Then.
I just wanted to say really quick. I just wanted to jump up. So like, I agree that people can call themselves what they want, but the idea that reclassifying yourself or calling yourself from another name is going to then somehow take you out of that caste system. That's not how caste systems work. Especially in America, you can't marry your way out of a caste system. You can't reclassify your way out of a caste system, especially within America, because it's specifically built on how you phenotypically appear. So if you want to acknowledge yourself as a Black person, I might not, but you can. I'm not going to then impose that on you, but I respect your decision to or to not. But the idea that whether we go by this term or we go by that term, that does not then negate or take away the overarching theme of how you will be classified based on how you phenotypically appear in America. That's all I wanted to say.
For sure.
Yeah, my premise was not the what was it called? I mean, civilly mortus or whatever like that. Me personally, I didn't come across that yet. You feel me? But using sense, you're gonna realize that it still is the same thing. Because a descendant of a slave did not have the rights of a colored person or a free color. They didn't have the same rights. These people, these things, different things that you call yourself have different legal standings in the law. Okay. This is not a social, let's argue what's the best thing because it sounds good. No, we're talking about legality. This is what we're talking about. Even calling yourself a colored person is legally better than calling yourself a descendant of a slave, which is black. All right. Let's go to what I got right here. You can go through all these different things and all the court documents and all this stuff. Color and black had two different legal standards. Let me show one more thing. This right here.
So I had to bring them back. I was about to say,
Yeah,
slaves
to come
were.
back, but I'm confused because slaves were also marked down as colors.
I
So
was
I'm very
about to say they
confused.
were marked down as colored, Negro, mulatto. Like, what are we talking about?
And then I'm trying to figure out how self-identification matters, but our ancestors didn't get a choice to be labeled black or Negro or colored or mulatto. So I'm just trying to figure out how self-identification matters. If that was the case, none of our ancestors would have been labeled that. And then also, when you go and you mark down other on your legal documents, they can change it to black. They can change it back to black if they want. So that shows you right there that self-identification does not matter. If you're seen as black, you were treated as black. It doesn't matter if you say something else. And it is proof all over our pages. We have people in the comments calling us pretendians and leaving slurs on our pages. Doesn't matter what we identify as.
Exactly.
It was 1848. Slavery ended 1860. So you're telling me they weren't even writing slave codes until barely 12 years before, slavery even ended? That just wasn't a good source. It also shows that the descriptor of black wouldn't even change to put into some type of law possibly until around that time. So I'm not gonna not use a descriptor. Yeah, we're brown colored people, copper colored, but copper can be such a frequency so low that it can look black. And I can see like people like saying like Tuscaloosa, the black warrior, or other words that they describe like the black lands or the black this and that. They use other words besides the word black, whatever the indigenous word was at the time, but it's a descriptor. I can see us describing somebody looking as black as the night sky when we see them, because that's just what we do. Well before any kind of law was to come into place. We were just people describing people with adjectives. And that adjective has now become our cultural identity for quite some time, which,
I didn't expect so many Indians to defend this. This is absolute crazy. I don't know what y'all plan on doing, if y'all trying to get people to correct their status or not, or to get people to be sovereign or not. I don't know what y'all doing at this point. Sounds like y'all okay. What's going on?
Okay, with not policing people.
In this courtroom, I mean, y'all pushing it, so I gotta. I mean,
who's pushing what? I ain't pushing nobody to be nothing.
People saying black on their platform, so I gotta.
Okay, people say so what?
Exactly.
So what?
So people call us African American. What's the difference between African American?
Because African American came out in 1988. Every people was getting called black before then. Black don't mean African. How about that?
African American was a
why was Indians getting called black then?
African American is a reclassification for Indians.
What about your genealogy? You ain't got nobody black in your genealogy? You ain't got nobody black on your family tree? You ain't got no black on
but that's it's a misnomer.
Black people.
It's a misnomer. It's a
you got
misnomer.
Indians on your you got Indian on your family tree, yo? I bet you don't.
You know what? You either gonna have power or you gonna give your power away to the white man. You either gonna be subjugated or you gonna be your own person. And I know what happened during the Black Power movement, and we took that word black, turned it into a capital B, and it was our ethnic and cultural identifier, and then we gave it a definition. A whole bunch of stuff was legal. Slavery was legal. Unaliving people and hanging them from trees was legal. A lot of things were legal. We freed ourselves and we changed a lot of things that were in law. And so I'm confused about, are you a pawn in the game? Are you the game? Y'all are weak and you have weak spines. Stand up.
So,
And no one trying to get you to do nothing.
ain't nobody defending. Like, ain't even, I try to be like, just be neutral and not say nothing, but folks over. Y'all ain't nobody's parents on here. Y'all ain't nobody's parents on here. Y'all arguments is based off of stuff that's not even backed up by nothing. Like slave code, so what? There were Negro codes in Virginia 1680. Indians were put into that category. Now mulattoes were put into that category. Moors were put into that category. So when did black or Negro become African? If it described multiple people. I can show you census records of Europeans being called black.
Black is still a status, okay? To make you a perpetual absolute slave for eternity.
It's a social
legal status. It's a legal status.
It's a social status.
That social status attached to being a descendant of a slave. You know that? The fact that when people say they're black,
show the legal definition. Show the legal definition of it. Show it.
Yes or no?
Show the legal. Show the legal definition. Show it.
Are you going to change that? It means social.
No. Show the legal. Source up. Show the legal definition where it says black means a descendant of slaves. Show it. Because you go into Black Laws. If you go into Black Laws dictionary, you type in Negro, it means African descent. I can show you that.
You're literally attaching yourself to the word.
Black by itself is not nowhere near. It ain't nowhere in none of these legal definitions. It's nowhere. So Negro is, and it means African descent.
So does this apply to the Australians and the Polynesians that call themselves black? Does this also apply to them?
Yeah, does that apply to them too?
If you're saying that Negro
using a
means
color-coded caste
descent,
system, then yes, anybody disenfranchised, the removal of civil rights and enslavement.
But black means Aboriginal in Australia. Black means Aboriginal in Australia.
If you're using a color-coded caste system where people are brown and yellow and red and black and white tea, yes. This is a conversation. So the thing is, we're just having different conversations. So he's making his general statement.
The caste system in the United States of America in law.
Okay, so you don't know about the caste system in the United States?
Can I?
You gotta go back to the basics.
In law, not your personal.
So are you familiar with the Noir code
from the internet? Show me the legal caste system in America in law.
I will not labor for you. I will give you statements. Are you familiar with the Noir code?
Want statements. I don't want statements.
Are you familiar with the Noir
made
codes?
A statement, and I want you to prove.
Are you familiar with the Noir codes in Louisiana?
Prove to me that there is a color caste system in the law in the United States of America.
Familiar with the Noir codes of Louisiana, which can translate to English as the black code.
I live in California.
Well, let's talk about the birthplace of Plessy versus Ferguson. Let's talk about the birth, the invention of these color-coded caste systems.
You can't. You just be talking and yapping and babbling. You don't show not one source.
You're not familiar with the Noir codes. Just admit you're not familiar.
Where is a caste system in the United States law?
I didn't say it was. I'm talking about social. I continue to say the word social, like in society, as in socio-economic, socio-political. So the color-coded caste system. Okay, if there's no caste system,
there is no caste system.
It's called the Noir codes. Are you not familiar with the Noir codes?
In English language.
Are you not familiar with the word?
And I'm not in the. I'm not in
the word
Louisiana.
Negro. So you don't know about
I'm not in
the word
Louisiana.
Negro. Okay, so let's go to California then. Let's talk about the racial covenants then, and neighborhooding. So we can talk about us being described.
Where are the
as
racial
Negro.
covenants? Where do the racial
So do you
covenants?
visit law libraries at all? Have you ever been to a law library?
No,
because right now the state of California
don't
is using
my
education.
education.
Right now,
when
the state
you
of
are making
you
statements.
show the
proof.
Then let's talk about California.
Show the
if you want to know,
Hold
right now,
on. One mic. Yeah. It's like I was about to say, New Orleans codes affected free people of color too. It ain't just about slaves.
Well, see, people have
great. So with the Noir codes, with the Noir codes, our people also talking. I don't know how that's working. So anyway, our people also refer to themselves as white tea. Those of our people that you would call Negroes, actually spoke French. We're talking about Louisiana in the 1700s. We're talking about Louisiana, New Orleans, St. Louis, Missouri, Louisville. Anyway, you can go back 1700s. Our people refer to themselves as YT, those that had wealth and property. Then we could talk about the racial covenant in California, where they absolutely, the word Negro is black in Espanol. So you can even say black Europeans. But right now, the state of California is spending over $12 million to go back and redact all those color codes and racial covenants. So it's definitely the word black, Negro, is definitely mulatto, is definitely used in racial covenants and other laws. But all that's being redacted right now.
A whole bunch of babble. Just a whole bunch of babble and he say, not showing one thing. There are no racial covenants in the state of California. I'm not in Louisiana. You cannot find one law that's giving a caste system in the United States of America. You just babbling. And that's all I got to say. You can take me off tea time.
Because my family is from Louisiana. I'm Louisiana Creole. So my area, my family's from Opelousas and Alexandria. They were actually hit harder with the Black Code laws than New Orleans because we're from a rural area, so we didn't have any political power to fight against them laws, right? So the indigenous people, they were included in the Black laws, whether they were marked down as Black or not. So it didn't matter if they were Indian on paper. Actually, the Indian racial category exists, so they would have been free people of color. And they weren't marked down as Black, and they still had to adhere to the Black laws. So I just think it's really funny how, for some reason, my people in Louisiana are being used as an example, but our people didn't even get to be labeled Black, and we were still under that system.
Right, Indian and Black been synonymous since Virginia, the first colony. Oh, melanin people. If folks saying melanated, mela means black. Melanin literally means black amino acids. That's what melanin means, black amino acids. Go ahead, sister.
Yeah, I don't care to comment about this right now. I'll wait till the next topic. Go ahead. Pass me, bro.
Yeah, that's how this. Go ahead. That's why I say I don't entertain this argument on my panel. This is the last and only time.
You made the right decision. Because to be honest, like that whole unalived in the eyes of the law, to be honest, the first people I heard ever say that was about 15 years ago when I was listening to Moors on the internet. You know what I mean? Like Tarad, whatever his name was. Tariq Bey, yeah, all of them. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I'm cool with that, but they never really always showed it. Sometimes they show proof. Sometimes they always act like they left their proof at the house. So y'all gotta, if y'all are really hanging your head on this being a lawful thing, then you really have to show that proof. If not, then it's a social thing, as he said. And at that point, it's an adjective as a descriptor. Just like any other word, that YT folks have kind of flipped on us, we can take it back and do what we want to do with it because it was hard to begin with.
You say y'all brought that up to make me look bad? What? Nigga, no, get over yourself, yo. Oh God, nobody was thinking about you. Well, who people think they is, yo? Who these people think they is? What? Us make us look bad? Who's looking bad? Ain't nobody looking nothing bad. Folks got too much. Folks got too much main character syndrome, yo. For me, people got too much main character syndrome. Hey, they not main characters.
No.
The premise of Civil War II, no one brought that up. Somebody, Lila brought it up. Yeah, there's too many egos on this internet. That's why I be doing my own thing. That's why I be doing there's too many egos on the internet. That's why I be doing my own thing.
I'm not gonna be long. So I mean, again, so like my position is it's completely personal. If you want to go buy it, okay. If you don't, then don't. But this idea that if you were upholding this colonial caste system and you're saying that black denotes this or black denotes that, and you want to move away from that, the opposite end of that colonial caste system is white tea being at the top. And it sounds like that's what you want to advocate for being reclassified as. I'm not talking about you not Black African. I'm more so talking to Lila. So like if you are saying that you don't want to be called Black because of a caste system, on the opposite end of that is white tea, which is at the top. Are you advocating to be reclassified as white tea? That's
Lila still uses Black.
Why? Well, she said yes.
She's Black. She just said she's Black American. So.
Well, I mean, she said yes, white tea is wealthy. So I'm assuming that means she wants to be reclassified.
Lala still calls herself a Black American, though. Like,
confused. I can make general statements and don't have to align a certain way. So we know socially.
I can just double talk.
Yeah,
and y'all should understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's called yin and yang.
Even when I double talk,
it's called a balanced life.
Goofy.
Balance.
Trapped them in the thing,
Complementary
and they brought it up.
Yeah,
Monty and her.
Black is a caste.
On the stage, bringing it up. Nobody dropped none of that up. It's not even one of the prompt questions.
How about just call me Cherokee?
Y'all just came in here to argue.
How about you call this brown? Because the Cherokee say the brown people are the original inhabitants of Turtle
Island.
Island.
You don't know the difference between antonyms and synonyms, and you don't know how to use the American language. But you said that white tea means wealth.
Yeah, that's why you got yellow people
with white tea.
Why you got Kamala saying she's
white tea. You drink white tea.
I love
you
wealth. White tea is wealth.
Right.
You gotta get it.
And your
white tea is a color caste code system, meaning
you
wealth,
own
property ownership.
You rat
ownership. Yep. Keep using your color coded caste system. I can play any system.
Ugh.
I can play any system. So
you look the way you act.
Beautiful, gorgeous,
ugly, with that wig on your head,
polished.
How did they know how to use that word for the color? Like if the word didn't already mean a color, how did they know to use that as a descriptor for the said status?
For our accounting records. So when you want to implement color codes, you can say brown means this, black means that. We in the 1700s, St. Louis, Missouri, all the way down to New Orleans, Louisiana, would denote the color white tea, meaning wealth. So there were American so-called Negroes who identified as white tea, wealth, that had money, land, property, resources, connections. Okay, and then most of them spoke French.
The color existed prior to that. Then.
Oh yeah. Also, in states like Maryland,
and when my great-great-grandparents had white tea people as their sharecroppers.
Yeah, one second. One second. And like that, it depends on where you're at exactly. Because Maryland, I'm from Maryland. Maryland has the richest black counties in the country. They were always classified as black, and they built towns. They had wealth. They literally built cities and towns. My ancestors are in history books. The Proctors and the Butlers are known families in Southern Maryland. They were classified as black, mulatto, all types of stuff, and they built towns there for Skyway Indians. Like.
And I just want to clarify, she's talking about her family because my Louisiana family, they were forced to be marked down as white tea. They didn't identify as white tea or black. Okay, so they didn't ask to be marked down. They didn't ask to be marked down as either one.
Black Wall Street. Why would it call Black Wall Street if white tea is the only one?
The visitors called that. The people surveying the land called it that. Booker T. Washington called it that. W.B. Du Bois called it that. That was their generalization of it. That was their descriptive term.
So you take the power away.
It was called Greenwood,
Archer, and
white
Pine. People.
It was called Greenwood, Archer, and Pine.
It's called the Greenwood District. Why are you taking their power away and giving it to white people?
It's called the Greenwood. So the color would then be green. It was called Muskogee territory. Tulsa's Muskogee and Cherokee territory.
Call their town Muskogee and they didn't.
In the newspaper we wrote in the Muskogee.
That's not what they called it.
In 1907, we asked our
why
color
are you
friends,
an extension of the colonizer in 2025?
Well, then
That's
we'll be that. You're speaking
disgusting.
English, a colonial tongue. And you're speaking
This is not
English.
Anglo-Saxon.
This is American.
You're
You
speaking
don't even
English,
know
a
this is
colonial
American
tongue. It's
English. This
English.
is
Have you
our
been to
language.
England? At least I've been to England.
Oh
You
my
ain't even
God,
been to
you're trying to
England.
send us back to
You've
16,
been to
9
Europe.
in
Europe
this
is not
space.
England.
You need to go
England
heal
is
that,
over here.
that Yanni. Go heal
England
that
is this
Yanni.
old Canada area.
Yeah.
So I can't really grasp your argument. One moment you're saying black is the wrong word to be using, but you're saying you're Black American. The next moment you're trying to say that Indians created everything and we created English, but then you're over here saying English is a colonial tongue when that's not true. That's a lie. I don't know why you get up here and lie like that. Over 80,000 words have been added to the English dictionary since 1950, and 80% of those 80,000 words were created in the USA. English is an American language. In England, they did not speak no English. They spoke a Germanic Welsh language. So I don't know what's going on here. I mean, you date white tea men, so maybe that's why you're trying to give credit to credit for our culture to white tea people. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not really sure what side you're on. I don't know what's going on here. So
Of colonialism. You know, when you turn around, you roll over at night and you let the sewer